All right, welcome to D&D Tyranny of Dragons, session 49, Along Came an Efreeti. You guys ready?
As we'll ever be.
As we will be.
Today's session is going to be silly.
Yup.
Last session was the last time I played D&D. It was actually last Tuesday, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Well, no, I had
week without D&D.
Civil War on Wednesday.
Yeah, you had Wednesday. I didn't have my Wednesday game. I didn't have Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday or Monday. I got home late, so I'm excited. D&D, yay!
Yay!
All right. So with that in mind, with Havoc being very excited, I'm gonna try to kill you all tonight. Okay. So last session, you found yourselves finally, after making your way through the maze here at Xonthal's tower, you found yourselves within the tower proper. As you moved around, you were able to determine that there were no physical ways to traverse this tower, but rather the only way to go up and down between the floors at the different levels was via teleportation circles. And you saw that they were controlled by these series of symbols that were on the walls back behind the circles themselves. After exploring a few of them and getting an idea of what some of them meant, at the very least, you started exploring around. Didn't take you long to explore, however, as you decided to go straight up to what you learned to be the top of the tower, to this place that appeared to be an observatory of some kind. As you were looking around, you saw that there was this large telescope with a huge lens that was kind of inset into the ceiling, showing the outside world, albeit in a very skewed fashion. Though you tried to look through the telescope itself, you couldn't really glean much. It's still being daytime outside, harder to see due to all the light pollution around it going into this telescope. You did, however, see that there was a door leading off of this area, which had been different than the other floors you had been to, and as you stepped out to it, you saw that there were several men standing in wait for you to approach them, and they immediately attacked, all of them being spellcasters of at least a moderately strong degree. Of course, as per usual, combat broke out, these members of the cult not needing to keep their lives. One of them seemed to be quite powerful compared to the others. The other threes did put up a bit of a fight, these cult fanatics, but this one individual seemed a bit more powerful and was able to at least wound a couple of you before trying to escape back into the room, heading towards the other teleportation circle that you entered from. But he found resistance there, because Bear Friend was standing guard. Having nowhere really to go, he turned around to fight, but he just couldn't... Getting cracking from me? That's unfortunate. Okay. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. He wasn't able to escape, unfortunately for him. As you searched his body, it now set aflame by Ignalia, you found a strange item on his person, this hourglass. That you had seen the person that you had sought out here, Iskander, who had shown you it, saying that you would need this key to chase after him, and he would leave it for you somewhere else, but it seemed that this other spellcaster, this other member of the cult, had acquired it, but you readily took it from his body. And after collecting a few other things, you set off to the teleportation circle, now finding that you had the key to use the hourglass symbol. As you went through the teleportation circle again, you found yourself in a much more, different environment. You seem to be in kind of a dungeon. You found a couple of slain cultists. That one was killed with spells of some kind, and another one stabbed with a knife, as well as a trail of blood leading off down a tunnel. As you started to examine going beyond this tunnel, you saw another room beyond it, and in this room were 3 elementals. These elementals, one being a fire, 2 earth ones, seemed to be standing stalwart in this room, and through a couple of your party members being able to speak Primordial, as well as Terran, or at least understand it, you were able to glean that these were guardians, and they had one job, which was to protect the chamber. though it did seem like you would be able to skirt past the chamber. As you tried to test your luck and attack them from afar to see if they just would be bound by the room itself, you saw that the magic that was binding them did not limit them in such a way, and they did attack you. The elementals didn't last long, especially with a gigantic stone skull who was invisible attacking them, and they were ultimately defeated. As you continued up to the north, you found a couple more doors, but one feature seemed to stand out most prominently, which was a stairwell leading down to space, the final frontier. Cosmic space was stretching out all around you. You could see no visible walkway and such, but you did see a door just floating in the ether off to your right. As you began to test and prod, you saw that there seemed to be a walkway across the space leading to a hallway about 60 or 65 feet away. With that, the party members decided to test the waters and started moving across by one. It was a trippy experience for most of you. A couple of you did face a bit of danger, though, as random comets or meteors rather, were streaming through the sky, through this infinite space, almost knocking you off the visible path beneath your feet, but you were able to dodge them and make your way all the way to the other side. As you got to the other side, you saw another couple doors around you, but off to the east you saw a strange room with an even stranger creature within it. A creature that you would know to be an Efreeti. This genie-like creature seemed to be imprisoned in this room. He said that his name was Taraz the Fair, and that Xonthal himself had imprisoned him there, and promised his freedom if he had ever beat Xonthal at a game of chess, but had been unable to do so. He tried to bargain for his freedom, and ultimately all of you were able to wait a second while I do that. Okay, is it still doing the thing? Okay. Alright. So after talking with Taraz a bit, Maximilian decided to set him free, removing the salt that had been magically charged to keep him imprisoned. Taraz then showed his true colors, as he said that he promised not to hurt you directly, but his spells and fire weren't directly harming you, and he seems very much in the mindset of taking out long-time vengeance out on you that are in front of him. And that's where we're going to start the session.
Hooray.
This guy just got free, and now he's going to die.
He's just going to die right off the bat.
Damn. Like, you had your freedom, bud. I let you go. I told you I was against the slavery idea.
Alright, I restarted voice meter.
Better?
See if that's helping any at all, maybe. Is voice meter being done?
It's crackling still. I think it's just Discord in general. I think having continuous audio doesn't help.
Just doesn't like it, which is dope. Alright. Well, Discord issues be damned. Y'all about to be in a fight. So, with that being said, y'all now on the map. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Incoming 5.
Incoming 2.
21. Solid.
Oh, I got the 5. Oh,
I got the 3.
I don't understand why it just murders me and you on initiative every time.
I don't know,
Let's
dude.
go.
It's like, oh, you only have a...
Every once in a while, one of us
plus or
will roll a
minus
20. And that's like once every other session.
Remember the one time I had a 15 and I was like, oh shit.
Don't worry, we'll be back here. Y'all go ahead.
Alrighty. My turn. Oh, no. Where'd my thingy go?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I'm eating some of the whey bread, Willie. It's
No,
delicious.
man.
There we go.
Sustained for this fight.
Ooh, that's spicy. Oh, he's hidden. Why is he hidden? Can't have that. I need y'all to see your doom. There we go. Alright. One last thing real quick. Boo boo boo. This is some chill ass battle music, Sirenscape. Let's fix that, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
How do I...
Well, Steve, have at it.
There we go. Alrighty then. So, as Taraz the Fair has decided that you are going to pay for his imprisonment, Rogar, you're the first to react. What do you want to do?
Alright. I get right in there?
Yeah, get on in there.
Yeah.
Get on in there.
And I need a deception check from him?
Okay. Solid 6.
Yeah. Nope, yeah, he's alive.
The sneaky ass genie.
16. Unfortunately, 16's gonna miss.
Probably not, yeah. Alright.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it. I'm good.
Alright, Rogar charging forward, straight up to this Efreeti. Swinging and stabbing forward, lunging forward with the gentleman here. Unfortunately, you see as Taraz stands up from his relaxed position, he immediately brings up the scimitar and just swipes your blade out of the way, narrowly missing him, but missing him nonetheless. He's not a fan of that.
I didn't hit him, and he threatened to kill us.
It's a bit late to plead your case now.
You're the only one in the room.
That's fine, for now.
Yeah. If you gonna do something, you better kill me, buddy. Because I got friends.
Uh-huh.
Havoc's like, kill you? Okay. There you go.
Just
What
for the
you
record,
want?
I didn't say kill me.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and bring this into play.
I don't have contingency plans.
Alright.
What's going on over there?
That's a
Actually,
fun graphic.
let's do this one.
I don't.
This one seems much more fun.
Keep that graphic around, Havoc. I'll be using it later.
Yeah, I got this graphic. It's a nice graphic.
Havoc thinks walls of fire are gonna stop us.
Alright, ring 20 feet and 20 feet high. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I
That's
need
not a
Stone
concentration
Skull,
spell.
Maximilian, and Rogar to make Dex saving throws, please.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
that's how tonight's gonna go. All right.
Yeah, this is a spell.
I will counterspell
Okay, you are in range.
that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
counter spell.
Doing it at 4th level?
Yep.
Okay. Wait. Let's see.
It's just what I got. I'm not sure if that's enough to auto cancel or not.
Alright.
No, actually,
4th level?
Wildfire is... Yeah, that should work.
Yeah, I'm just making sure he doesn't
Don't
cast
you
it.
have the spell? Like,
So you should know how this works.
He looks in his spell list. Wait, yes, this should be enough.
Yeah,
the
that'll
idea
be
of
enough. It is
spellcraft
not
symbol.
upcast. Alright.
so you put it together and be like, I know exactly what that is. Nope.
Not today, Junior.
Alright, so you see instead Taraz raising his hands up, wisps of flame begin to start sprouting out of the ground, and Ignalia just quickly raises her hand up, cutting off the siphon, or siphoning off the flow from the weed from the Efreeti. You see the fire disappearing. You can't do anything else, so Max, your turn.
Yeah,
Do
we
it,
don't.
Max.
We don't need that happening anymore. So I'm going to cast that right here, so it encapsulates the entire room and kind of cuts off where we're standing.
have a graphic for this. I should. Save this as silence. That seems dope. What's the size on it? 20-foot
20.
radius. Oh god, that's gigantic.
Should cover all that. Yep.
Got that?
Yep.
To the back. There we go. Okay.
And then what is using a wand is an action, right? So we're
Yes.
on the same. Okay. Nothing. No, that'll end my turn. Just gonna kind of squeeze up against the wall, make it easier for everyone to get past me.
All right. So Maximilian, raising his hands up, begins to chant, moving his arms forward and swinging the antagonist through the air. And as he does so, you see the antagonist whistling through the air, and then it just goes silent, even though the blade is still moving through the air. And you see this silencing effect falling over the Efreeti, growling under his breath and such, but then you just can't hear him anymore. Until Stone Skull breaks the silence.
Yeah, Stone Skull's probably gonna break the silence.
I misread that. I thought it was gonna be a bigger. I wanted him to be center. Whatever. I'll remember for next time.
Oh.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, gonna take off, charging forward. What did we land on with Bear Friend? I'm not gonna probably use him here, but I couldn't remember what we decided on that. Was that bonus action?
Yeah, bonus action to command him.
To command, yep. Okay. Yeah, I'll charge in here, and I'm not going to rage here. I'm just going to attack. So, 2 attacks. 17, 18.
18 will hit.
Okay. Dealing 19 slashing damage.
Okay.
And actually, yeah, I'll use my bonus action just to kind of whistle to have Bear Friend stand guard in the hallway.
Okay, so just stay where he is. And
Yeah, he's gonna stay there and just kind of watch and make sure we don't get flanked from behind.
Okay. All right, Stone Skull swinging Gleam Edge through the air. You see the first attack coming down and just glancing off this tough hide of the Efreeti, making contact but just not able to cut through. The second attack, able to slice through, and you see a thin cut with a small trace of blood coming off of his shoulder where Gleam Edge hit, but not doing a lot of damage. Tara.
For Stone Skull.
Okay.
Yay.
Here, I'll move up so line of sight's better. And then... well... The Djinn over here. Okay, well, never mind. That's gonna end my turn.
Rereading silence, that's a 20-foot radius, not a diameter, so this is actually
That's what I
twice as
thought.
big.
Yeah, I wanted
Yeah,
to
it
go
would be
like right to
twice
the edge
the
of the
size.
room. That's why I put it right behind him. I was like, oh shit, I guess I misread it.
So
5, 10, 15, 20.
you could still center it there, and then it would extend considerable amount out.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Yeah.
30. Actually, kind of, we'll just say it just occupies the entire room, just to make it easy. Because otherwise, it's going to, like...
I mean, the only thing I could see him maybe wanting is like the center point to be here. That way
Yeah.
he could maybe step
That's what I was
in a
saying.
little bit.
Right. Yeah, we can say it's cut off, basically the zone of silence cuts off where the sand was, or the salt, rather, just to make it easy.
Okay.
That's what I'm assuming you were trying to do.
Yeah. So I didn't want it to come all the way out into the hallway. I just wanted to basically encapsulate him in it.
Okay. All right, so that's good. Tara just powers up Stone Skull and fires off a guy's fist. Unfortunately, you see him raising up his scimitar and just blocking this bolt of earth, knocking it away from him and not doing any damage. Ignalia.
Alright. I'm gonna move up a bit for clear sight. And I'm going to cast... Alright, I'm going to Metamagic Heighten spell and cast Hold Monster on him.
Okay.
So, Heightened, he has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Cool.
A wisdom save. Okay. Ooh, disadvantage, so 9.
Alright, he is subject to Hold Monster, paralyzed.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Well.
Good
And
stuff.
that's it for me.
That's a brand too. Coincidentally.
Standing outside, able to silence him within the area. The spell still taking effect since she is not silenced. This guy not just freezes in place, his scimitar held, kind of outstretched where he blocked the Gaia's fist. Not moving, obviously paralyzed. Rogar, you're able to clearly see that he is paralyzed.
I always like the idea of their eyes still being able to move.
Yeah, it's like looking back and forth, confused, staring daggers at Ignalia right now.
Yeah.
Glad.
You'll have advantage on this attack, Rogar.
No, I thought
hits.
paralyzed means it's
And,
auto crit.
Any
No, it's not
attack that
auto.
hits a creature is a critical hit as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, it's not an auto hit. You have advantage. Oh god. Okay.
Oh!
Redundant crit.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Just go ahead and tell me what your total is.
Oh, wow.
Here comes the pain train, baby.
66.
Yep.
6. Okay.
You can't hear it inside the silent sphere, but Ignalia is just saying, "You're welcome," outside.
Okay. Anything else, Rogar?
Nope. No, I'm good.
All right. You see this Efreeti just not moving, holding there, and you quickly just stab upwards, driving the gentleman really deep up to the hilt, able to make an easy attack, doing a massive amount of damage. You rip it out, a gout of blood explodes from the wound. That hurt. He can't do shit, so he's just gonna make another saving throw. This heighten, keep it at disadvantage.
Let me double check.
That's interesting. I wouldn't have even thought of that question. I would just assume it would have been, but
I'd assume so, but I don't. Some things only,
When
go
you
into
cast a
effect.
spell that forces a creature to make a saving throw to resist its effects, you spend 3 sorcery
first
points
one.
to give one target of that spell disadvantage on its first saving throw. Okay.
Just the
No
first.
longer at disadvantage. That's unfortunate. All right, so he's gonna make it without disadvantage this time. 20.
20 should succeed.
All right. Yeah, if it does, it doesn't. There's something going on here. All right, so you see him getting stabbed. He then immediately just shakes his shoulders, flexing off the spell. Ignalia, you feel your hold monster vanishing as this creature is able to break free, but he had to do it at the end of his turn,
Yeah,
so
he
that's it
did.
for him. Maximilian.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Spell fails. He's not a humanoid.
what?
They are not humanoids.
Yep.
So it
What?
fails. Mhm.
Oh.
He's an elemental, right?
Yep,
He's an elemental.
they are.
Well, that's a change.
Mm,
That's why Hold Person's like a level 2 spell now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that on my turn.
all right, so trying to not completely, familiar with the anatomy of this creature, but knowing that looks humanoid, you try to cast Whole Person, but he just shrugs off these spell's effects. Stone Skull. That's not the right thing. There we go.
I'm going to do this. Oh, and it fails. Damn it.
Ooh.
You just smack it into him.
Literally gonna just fucking hurl this thing at him. Every time I try to use this, like, I think it's only worked, like, one time where it was good.
I know it worked at least once, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, an 8. Doesn't really count for that, so I'm gonna treat it as like an attack. Alright, so as you move forward, raising your hand up, you can all see Stone Skull just yelling as he thrusts this orb forward. But you see he's real close to this Efreeti, and as he raises it up, the Taraz just knocks it up into the air, and as he does so, his hand just bounces off Stone Skull's chest, causing him to step back a few steps as the orb is just kind of tossed up into the air. Yeah, we'll just say you're disarmed of that, because I don't like what it has on there.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I'll let it... It's not going to shatter if it hits the ground, is it?
Nah, it's a magic item.
Okay, good. I think that's going to be it for my turn. Yeah, that'll be it for my turn.
Alright. Stone Skull struggling, obviously not able to send off this orb of Dragon's Breath. Yeah, Efreeti definitely still standing. Tara.
I'm gonna throw an Earth Bolt at him. Does 16 hit?
Does not.
Alright. Go, Mr. Pebbles. Yeah. Go, Mr. Pebbles.
Go, Mr. Pebbles.
Character sheet. Slam. Man, me and Mr. Pebbles suck today. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
23 will hit. Yeah, 23 will hit.
For 7 bludgeoning. Way to go, Mr. Pebbles. You rolled min damage.
Hit at least,
Close
I guess.
to.
Almost min damage. Alright. Anything else?
What I got?
Battle on my turn.
Alright, once again, spells just falling off this guy's, hard exterior, this natural armor that he has. But you're able to get Mr. Pebbles to slam into him once, not doing a lot, just kind of getting him to shrug his shoulders a bit, but definitely hit him. Ignalia.
I will grab the hilt of my favorite sword and gently rip the level 5 spell out of it to cast Hold Monster again. And I will repeat with the disadvantage.
Rinse and repeat.
Alright, so another heighten, so another 3 sorcery points. Disadvantage to saving throw. 14 and a 15, so 14 is gonna
He will
fail.
fail.
Good, he's held again.
Alright.
That's the first time I've drained that sword.
Alright. He's paralyzed again.
Yep. Steve, just fucking wail on him.
Alright. You see him as he's just getting wailed on by spells and such, but shrugging off most of the damage. He's looking up, holding his hand up and ready to do something with it, but just freezes in place again, unable to move. Rogar.
26?
Yep, 26 hits. That's a crit. Go ahead and roll another 66 and another d8.
It is an auto crit, remember?
Yeah. No, what?
Between 6 and d6.
Why does it sound like we're in D&D mixed with like Lethal Weapon right now?
Listen,
I mean,
don't hate on it.
not wrong.
Oh man, with the synthesizer.
Waiting for the.
Whatever this is, you're gonna have to send it to me. I'm
It's
not
the
gonna-
purple fog machine that they added to
This
the room
is,
that the gem's in.
Actually, from Sirenscape in their Dragon Heist thing.
Oh,
Custom song they put together for it. God, okay.
It's been banging on my knees. Sort of tribal shit going on.
Steve, can you roll the right numbers?
No, I can't.
There we go. All right.
14.
14 more. Okay. Man, that was really low for your.
Look at all this.
That is
numbers.
54 total.
28, 50, yeah,
There you
54.
go.
How much?
54.
55.
54. 84. All right. I'm relying on math. My head hurts. Don't do the math for me. All right. Another big hit. Not quite as big as the one before, but still pretty freaking deadly. You see him doubling over just a bit. His body's still held in place by the spell from Ignalia. Taking a good chunk of damage. He's starting to finally look a little wounded and fatigued. Anything else, Rogar?
No.
Okay. End of his turn. He's going to make it, this time without disadvantage. 16? I don't know what your DC is.
Should be 17.
Yep, it is 17.
17,
Yeah.
alright. He is still paralyzed now for a full round of combat.
Oh.
I unleash Stone
Alright.
Skull upon him.
I cast
Oh.
Big Angry Barbarian. But first,
Me first.
Dragonborn.
Because this guy, you know, like, I was trying to give him his freedom. Do the whole 9 yards. Let's see.
He just wanted to be an asshole.
26 and 24 will both hit.
Alright. 11, that's 20. I'm going to start smiting now. So just let me
Okay,
know.
well, start. Just get your first damage out of the way. So go ahead and roll another 2d8 just to get that taken care of, because these
Okay.
are auto crits. 27. Okay. Now you can start smiting. And remember, whatever spell slot you're doing, just go ahead and double it.
Oh, sorry. Let's see. So, first attack, we'll have another.
27.
Yep.
Okay, and that's with the second level spell slot.
Correct.
Okay.
He's still standing?
Yeah.
Wait, fuck, crit. Sorry. That's a much
Good
better
roll, though.
Yeah.
Real good one.
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
Mhm.
Alright, that's 30.
39.
39. Alright. Still standing.
I'm gonna use my bonus action and slam him to the ground. Shove him when he's paralyzed.
Okay. Yeah, make a.
He automatically fails strength and dex saving throws, but...
The contest, though.
Oh wait, he's also incapacitated.
Incapacitated makes it where he just can't do anything. Right?
He's paralyzed.
So,
Okay.
I see nothing written here that would say it's like that he doesn't get to, but it makes absolutely no sense for him to have any resistance to it.
Yeah, I'm just shield bashing him, so it's like slash last backhand. I'm gonna knock his ass to the fucking ground.
Make an athletics check with advantage. I'll just give you a flat DC. Yeah, you beat it. All right. Just because he's bigger than you.
Oh,
All right.
Okay, touche.
Yeah, that's good
Okay.
versus raw weight.
Yeah.
I'll
essentially you're just trying to beat his
imagine for flavor, imagine fluttering up into the air, wings up in the air, and then coming down on his head with the shield.
All right, yeah. So after slashing twice with the antagonist, cutting through his body, yeah, still
Searing,
doing good
holy
damage.
light.
Yeah, this radiant energy just fills his wounds, and as he's cringing in pain, you see his eyes, his eyelids are really the only thing that are able to move. He's just cringing in pain. You floof up into the air, bringing your shield down, hitting him over the head, and you see his body just kind of rigidly falling down to one knee as he resumes his paralyzed state. Stone Skull with triple advantage.
He just kneeled in front of Stone Skull paralyzed. This is gonna be good.
I'm gonna start by trying to kick him in the head.
Ooh, like straight down.
Strength saving, yeah, just fails.
Yep.
Fails everything.
Mhm.
He's super
So-
prone now.
Half my movement, and then that's more just flavor than anything. Oh, that's 17 though on that attack. Yuck.
Yes.
Ugh.
Bounces off his thick hide.
22 on the second.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. 18.
18? Okay. It's
18.
also a plus another
Oh, right.
2d6. Yeah, so that's not nearly enough
Lost
damage.
him.
Ew.
Or, all right.
Super rough.
Oh wow!
Wait, no,
still
it isn't.
alive.
Are we rolling crit damage now?
Yeah, I'm
He's
giving you
paralyzed.
the ultimate advantage right now.
Right, but what
this
I'm
is true.
saying
yeah, you're
are
supposed to actually be getting max.
it should be max damage, right? That's why I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
curious. Yeah,
Wait, is it?
should
Yeah,
be.
because of our custom roll. Yeah,
And
we have a custom
plus-
roll for that.
Plus 2,
No,
I
wait,
would.
Just on the sword damage.
Yeah, with just
Yeah.
sword damage.
Right.
That'd be 12 instead of
Be
4,
12,
so
yep.
another 8. Okay.
Yeah. And plus, I would have had to re-roll that 1 anyways because of the great weapon fighter thing.
Right.
But okay, yeah. So hit him once, and that will be my turn. Bear Friend's not indicating any trouble behind us.
Nope, he's a little unsettled.
You're in a globe of silence.
He's still chilling right in front of a frickin', hallway of infinite space, so he's like a little on edge, but doesn't
Right.
see anything.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Even with that extra damage, he's still standing, but not by much. He is prone now, though. So kind of hard to
Super
hit.
advantage.
A little bit.
He's prone and paralyzed.
Like, I don't-
And someone has a hammer.
And it's my turn?
Yeah, and it's your
Yeah,
turn.
maybe.
Mr. Pebbles from the top rope, and he's just going to jump on him and body slam him.
Okay.
Like, as high as he could jump, as hard as he could fall.
People's elbow.
The front
Go
flip.
ahead and
Front
give
flip
me
into
a-
a double stomp.
slam. I mean, have to do a lot of damage to kill this guy. 25 will hit.
Bye-bye.
Or 16 bludgeoning.
16 plus, go ahead and roll another, or actually no, full on 16, so 32 points of damage. Go ahead and describe how Mr. Pebbles takes out this Efreeti.
With the people's
Did
elbow.
somebody just say John Cena? He just did exactly what I said. He just jumped up straight up in the air and people's elbowed him. Just right down on his skull.
Took his
Everyone's
armband
John
off.
Cena to you because you can't see him.
Oh.
No one can see John Cena.
All right, so Mr. Pebbles launching himself into the air. You see this massive construct raising both his fists as he just brings him down, his body putting more weight behind it as he tackle slams into this Efreeti. You see the Efreeti just crush down, pancake the whole person, the whole monster really not having an effect any longer as his body just bursts into a flash of fire. And a puff of smoke is all that remains as Mr. Pebbles rises back up. You just see a large scimitar laying on the ground where this Efreeti was.
Did he just turn him into ash?
A large scimitar.
That's Max. Get excited. He needs
What?
to do that again
I don't know, I didn't
more
see it.
often. He turned the Efreeti. You feel him just disappear? He turned into soot.
Ugh.
Anybody else not hear anything right now?
Silence still up.
Oh, I didn't hear you at all, whatever you just said, Willie.
No, here. Oh, yeah, no. Right. I'll notice my folly and just let the magic drop.
All right.
Resume said, same conversation. You know? He turned him into ash. Mr. Pebbles turned him into ash. Remember to do that again. Lead with that.
Lead with that.
Did that guy do any damage to anyone?
No, he did
No.
not.
Yeah, tell us about that deadly encounter.
Don't do that.
Don't taunt him. What is
God.
wrong with you?
Oh, I'm doing it because Ignalia's still mad at y'all for making that happen in the first place.
Well, let's see if he's got anything good in here.
Havoc's like, all right, you son of a bitch. Guess what?
No. 2 dragons. Asshole.
Dos and the keys.
Sorry, 1 second. Holding my dad with something via text message. All right. So what do y'all do?
I'm berating the party.
Yeah. Look. He was enslaved here. I agree that was an incorrect decision. I mean, you're gonna get some mileage out of this one for sure. But he's dead now. And we do have other matters to attend to? Question mark?
Sigh.
Yes. Hashtag persuasion check successful.
I'm gonna shit in your bed later.
Oh, come on. and just walk by, acknowledge, clasp her on the shoulder, and say, just don't eat too much fiber.
Yeah, we're gonna have a talk about all of this, but let's just get on.
Just to make sure we can talk about it later. Or there's a later to talk about.
Alright. So you start collecting your things, looking briefly around this room. Once again, you see that there were some comfortable looking oversized furnishings in this room that seem to have not been touched by the passage of time. But otherwise, you don't see anything really of value here. It seems that Taraz has been sealed here for all this time and had nothing really of worth with him, unfortunately.
Is he just like powder now?
He is... let's see. Yeah, there's nothing. Like, just a flash of fire appeared where he was standing. Not even soot remains, just the smoke that wisped up into the air and then vanished. You see a scimitar that he was holding in his hand, but never got to use. Landed on the floor, but otherwise...
We're gonna take that. And get knocked out on the wall.
Gotta take something.
Yeah.
Stone Skull could probably use it right now for another 2 hours until he shrinks again.
Stone Skull. See how much damage it does.
Stone Skull's going to...
Looks cool.
How wide is the sword?
I mean, it's a scimitar, so it's, you know, in its
A
large
large
state, it's
scimitar.
about, yeah, it's like almost 6 foot long, probably about half a foot wide at its, or maybe a foot wide at its largest, where like the blade extends outwards towards the end.
Neat. How much does it weigh?
Shit, I don't know. 20,
Where was it crafted?
30 pounds, around there.
Okay, Stone Skull picks it up and puts it in his bag of holding.
Okay. Yeah.
Throw it at the body. This is a sweet way to... Yeah!
Catch!
As you pick it up, you do feel that there doesn't seem to be any kind of magic radiating from it. However, you do see carved along the blade itself, you know, scimitars being a much kind of wider blade than other ones, are these ornate depictions of, like, infernos and fires and such, which makes sense since this was a creature from the elemental planes. It's a very ornate sword, probably worth a decent amount of money.
Cool. In case you haven't noticed, Stone Skull likes to collect weapons, apparently.
Sure.
Cool.
Nice. You can mount that thing in your room if you want, but it'd be a cool spot in the common area.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, where I think we're gonna have to build a trophy room.
Above the bar. That's what Joe
Oh,
uses
this
when you
is,
get unruly.
No, the cave. Terrace.
Hey,
Cave
hey.
of Horrors.
You
Oh.
came out of your mouth.
No, I won't. Sir.
What was that? What was that, Rogar?
Is this chessboard still here? Use.
Yes, there is, actually.
Yep.
There is a very ornate-looking chessboard on the ground. About normal size. You notice it isn't giant-sized. You assume because Xonthal probably provided it, and he was human as far as you knew. But it's got... as you're looking at the pieces of it, once again, very ornate, made out of different kind of metals and such. You see the depictions, the pieces that you have to kind of look at it. It seems that the board was reset, so you're able to tell, all the different pieces, the pawns, the king, queen, rooks, and such. They're all in different forms of elementals. Fire, earth, water elementals, air elementals, as well as Efreeti. You see this, need a beefier one for this. You see a creature that looks somewhat similar to the Efreeti you just fought as Taraz, but next to it is this other large elemental that holds this gigantic hammer and seems to be holding flowing robes, though its body at the bottom seems to just be a torrent of clouds and such. Those of you somewhat familiar with the elemental planes would recognize this as a Dao. Yeah, but it's a very ornate chessboard.
Yeah, taking it. All of it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, I think we should start taking everything that's not bolted down. Yeah, go down the hallway to the next one of the two doors. Let's go to the one to the right first. Why not? Right?
Sure.
Keep your hand on the wall.
All right. So as you move forward, once again seeing the bear friend still in this room, watching unsteady, a bit uneasily to the south of this infinite space corridor, but kind of moves out of the way as you all move down. You see this door back behind him at the end of the hallway, as well as another one here.
Yeah. I want to go to this door. And open her up.
Open her up.
Yeah, I just made that shit up. There was literally nothing of value in that room. I'm like,
Right.
yeah,
At the
that
moment.
could be worth
but
some
I'm just
money,
saying,
right?
Like, we're just flying it out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm like, nope, that's legit questions. If y'all had left the room, there would have been nothing. But since y'all asked questions, hell yeah, I'll reward you. As you move into this next room, you see this area is lined with shelves holding hundreds, if not more, mundane and exotic reagents and components. As you're looking around, it seems that most of the supplies have evaporated or congealed or decayed over long years, but you do see some things that may be still usable.
We got room in the bags to collect what we can. We can salvage out of here.
We have fucking like 3,000 pounds of storage right now.
Well, let's move out of the way. It looks like, same thing.
Having
Still
my
stuff is
character
busted,
stuck in the corner.
Stop moving to the dumb places.
He was on top of Mr. Pebbles.
Yeah, let's just collect what we can.
So as you move around, who is going to be collecting?
I guess me. Maybe someone else.
I got claws. I'm not touching.
What are we
Weird glass.
collecting?
There's a bunch of
Reagents.
components and reagents and such in this room. The spellcasters are a bit intrigued in the party.
All looks like junk to me.
Yeah. I mean, if you want my assistance, I can. But
I mean, keep in mind, Ignalia is not an arcane caster. She literally doesn't even have skill in Arcana.
okay. Well, yeah, we'll stroll through the room together and collect what's salvageable.
All right, one of y'all make me an investigation check with advantage.
Really, are you good at those? I don't.
I'm all right.
All right, well, you're better than.
There we go. Yeah.
All right. So with everybody looking on, for all intents and purposes, if you have any components or reagents that are needed for your spell casting, you're able to find one of them in this room.
Man.
Ooh.
All right.
So, expensive ass diamonds or rubies or sapphires,
Yeah.
there's one in here.
Nice.
Bat
Pearls.
guano for fireball, they're in there. Pearls for other things, they're in there. There's one of them in here.
Cool. We'll keep that tally.
Loading up.
Yeah. Don't mind if I do.
You have a component pouch, you can basically fill it up with one use of your spells.
Beautiful.
All right.
Yeah, and then start moving down the hallway to the other door on the east wall. Sliding past Bear Friend ever so gently as to not force him back onto the the cosmic walkway. Excuse me,
Bear's
look,
just
I
like,
just gotta get past.
I'm pretty sure he is all about not moving back by that hallway.
See him like letting you around and such, and he just kind of looks at you and just shoves his ass into your face, just keeping a wary eye on the cosmic walkway.
Look, I get it. Need a bath.
Oh.
Yeah, arm yourself.
All right.
And I'm going to open this door.
Okay. Man, I wish there were some traps on these doors since y'all just decided not to check them anymore.
Yeah, I figure if you needed a key and it was guarded with elementals, if you put a genie behind a line of salt up here, I'm not really thinking you're expecting anybody to get past this.
All right, so as you move into this chamber, everybody feel free to go ahead and move in to get sight and such. There is no fated encounter here. Well, there is, actually. 2 massive hourglasses occupy this irregularly shaped chamber. Their glass globes are nearly 15 feet across, with each hourglass rising almost to the ceiling, 30 feet overhead. Each is suspended by chains, pulleys, and gears in such a way that it can be turned over to set its stand running. Slumped against the wall to the far side of the chamber is the cultist who called to you from the balcony of the tower, Iskander. His dark robes are charred and torn, and a blue dragon mask is clutched in his red-stained hands.
Oh, yeah, I want to grab the mask.
As you do so, you see Iskander been dead for a little while, it seems, based on the amount of rigor mortis that's in his arm and hand as you have to kind of pry the dragon mask away. But as you do so, you pull and see this dragon mask. It looks much like the front of what a blue dragon would look like. You see it goes up, the bottom of it where, if somebody put it on, their mouth would show. But the top of it is form-fitted, and you see this large singular horn spreading out from the blue scales, as well as some other small ones kind of adorning the top of it. As you pick it up, you feel some power radiating from it.
Just kind of turn and hold it up for the rest of the group, so we finally have an advantage. I'm going to pocket that, or do we hand it to Ignalia? Can we keep this safe?
Do we keep it safe or do we use it? These are the ability to control dragons.
Yeah, agreed, but I believe it's for the colors, so should we see a blue dragon?
Yeah, I mean, I'll attune to it if you want.
Yeah, kind of touch my snout. I don't really think I could wear that.
Alright, well, if we want to spend some time.
What is it? Maybe Mr. Pebbles could wear it.
That would be impressive.
Yeah, it's the blue dragon mask.
No.
Iskander was able to keep it away from the cultists.
I'm not sure Mr. Pebbles even wants that.
I'm not sure he could use it. It's too small for him anyway. It would look ridiculous. Yeah, I want to...
Take a short rest then?
Yeah, I want to just kind of scan the rest of the room too. Is there... What killed him?
Give me a medicine check.
Oh, I got advantage on these. Medicine.
As you're looking at him, you're seeing once again his robes are charred from fire and torn across. You see part of his body is kind of caved in on one side across his abdomen. Based on what you've experienced thus far in these dungeon levels, you assume he ran into those elementals that you slayed and barely got out with his life, and unfortunately, the wounds were mortal.
He brought it here where he thought it'd be safe. Is, I guess.
And you said
now what?
You said these are like hourglasses?
Yeah.
Yep, 2 massive hourglasses,
Suspended.
and yeah, with chains and such. You see some pulleys and such around them as well. Gigantic hourglasses with all the sand down the bottom of them.
And you could turn them.
Yeah, let's flip them.
Are they currently like is
Yeah,
the top
right, why
currently
not?
empty?
Yeah, top's empty. Like they've already drained all their sand to the bottom.
Can I reach them
do
from
it.
where I stand?
They're a little bit in the air. I mean, you can reach them, but you see the chains for this mechanism are kind of on the top of this one, and then down at the bottom you see these chain mechanisms, which obviously seem to be used to turn or rotate the hourglasses.
Okay.
Let's do it. I mean, why not?
Okay. Stone Skull will go over and I guess grab the chain and pull it.
I'll do the same on the other side.
Okay. You gonna do it together or just rotate one at a time? What are y'all doing?
Like, at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time.
Okay. You're able to pretty easily do so. It's Maximilian, you have a little bit more trouble doing so, as it seems that these chains haven't been used in quite some time, but you do see that the mechanism still works, and you hear this ear-grating groan as the chains and the pulleys begin to go off, and you see these large hourglasses tilting towards you and flipping over, and as it starts to come to a rest, you see sand now falling from the top into the bottom, which was the top before. But nothing else happens.
Worth a shot, right?
Well, that wasn't interesting at all.
What use does he have for two absolutely massive hourglasses?
Maybe he always wanted to know what time it was.
You know, it's not how that... No, never mind.
I don't know how they work.
Well, I mean, we need to get this safe now.
Well, so again, are we gonna chill for an hour?
Oh, is that how long it takes? Yeah, tuning, right? Yeah, let's do that.
Alright. Havoc, I will play around with the mask for an hour and try to figure it out.
Okay. Anybody doing anything else while you rest?
Watching the door.
No.
Getting away from the door.
Is anybody hurt? Okay.
Mr. Pebbles is.
Extra D8 from short resting if you choose to expend hit dice from me. You just get a bonus one, so.
Oh yeah, short rest. I get action surge back.
Making a chill and keeping watch for an hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you, Ignalia, take time to learn the ins and outs of this item, you feel magic radiating from it. Make a... You
know what? I just got the reagent I needed for it. So I can do that.
Okay.
As a ritual.
Did we break the DM? What happened?
Well, this is something I rewrote, and I need to fix something because I didn't change it in the module itself.
It makes me half blue dragon now, right?
Half blue dragon, yes. You turned into a half dragon.
From the waist down?
I'm sorry.
Try to do a half male blue dragon.
What if it's a half dragon, but only the legs and arms?
Only the legs and arms. That would be fucked
It's
up.
just the back half. Like, think it split, bisect you, right? Just your back, the back of your legs, back of your arms, back of your head.
Super scaly.
Right? Start like, ugh. Gross.
Would start as normal hair and end as dragon horns. That's pretty cool, actually.
Alright. So as you identify it, you see it holds several magical properties. This mask of glossy azure has spikes around its edges and this rigid horn at its center. You see that it definitely seems to surround the ability to use similar effects of the blue dragons, this lightning that they're known for. The item seems to enhance that, as well as have an ability to augment your knowledge of dragons and your ability to speak with them. Ignalia, as you spend some time kind of attuning to it, you put it onto your face, and you feel and everyone else sees as this mask didn't quite fit Ignalia right, but then begins to morph and change itself, and then sits very comfortably in almost like a second skin onto her upper face.
Yes.
And Ignalia, that's what it does. It's in your notebook.
Oh, baby. Hold on, I'm looking for it. There it is. Hot damn, it's a legendary.
It's a one of a kind. I just want to go and kind of touch Ignalia's face when it's on. Like
I
it
shock
feels
you.
seamless.
As you do so, you can see like Ignalia kind of cringing away, and you see that the mask, like, once again, just like the second skin, moves along with her face. Kind of her facial features are now ingrained into the mask as well. It's less like a solid like stone mask or anything. It's like it's her face now.
Like it's painted on.
Kinda.
I just snap towards Max and say, "Praise Tiamat, the end of all." No, I'm kidding.
No! Don't. It's difficult to look at. And I hold up my shield, pause to the gloss so she can see it.
Yeah, it's kind of unsettling, but I mean, it's temporary.
Can you take it off?
I mean, if I wanted to spend another hour to have to put it back on,
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Is just removing it breaking attunement? I don't really think so, right?
I don't know. You'd have to try.
Alright, well, I try to remove it from my face.
Doesn't come off.
As I am one with the dragon. We might need a priest.
Well, at least we have it now.
No.
Might come in handy.
I'm like relatively unperturbed by this situation.
I can't see any way that this could be a bad thing.
No, that makes two of you, I guess.
What's this thing called again?
A dragon mask.
Blue dragon mask.
Oh, not the proper name. Okay.
Glossy azure, right? Something like that.
I think he was just describing it.
Oh,
Azure is the color, and glossy being the sheen on the
True.
outside.
I don't
It's
know.
called the blue dragon mask.
Cool.
That's the name of it.
It's just a name.
Nothing fancy.
It's just a name.
What is in a name? Alright, but otherwise, everyone else is able to get a short rest in, rather. During the time that you're sitting here, you see the sands through these hourglasses continues to pour. Doesn't even make it a quarter of the way. There's a lot of sand in these hourglasses. and the hole is not huge either that it's filtering through. But otherwise, all of you get the benefit of a short rest.
Hooray!
Hooray! Nothing happens for me. I imagine Tara's just leaned up against the wall, patiently tapping her foot.
Say we check a couple doors on the way out, and then get back with the mask.
Okay. 1 hour remains now on my enlarged size.
I mean, we can clear the rest of this place if you want.
We could do that, or we could also. I mean, I'm just saying it's now stuck to my face, and I'd kind of like to get that situation under control.
Yeah. I don't need you being a target.
It looks good on you.
I kind of do like. I look at Stone Skull and I kind of make like a Gene Simmons kiss face.
Tongue out.
Yeah. Getting a little feisty. You get a little dragon mask on you, and all of a sudden, uppity.
Listen, I was always uppity.
Yeah, now it's just been amplified. Augmented uppityness. I'm going to hustle across this thing.
Okay.
Going for the door. I'm going to lean left and just go through the damn thing.
All right. For the sake of brevity, you'll all be able to make it across. You're going through this door?
Yeah.
Okay. Cosmic hallway, going past that. Okay.
So good. Even the graphic right there
If you
looks
come
good.
over here to this corner, you
I
can
added the
get back
graphic.
there by just moving yourself.
Because otherwise it was just like boring ass floor, but I put the graphic in because it was much more fun.
That's cool.
Alright, so as everybody makes your way down, all of you heading into this room. This circular room is obviously a library or study. Its walls lined with bookshelves that extend from the floor to the gently domed ceiling 20 feet overhead. A wheeled ladder is connected to a rail that runs around the curved wall, allowing access to the upper shelves. A somewhat delicate, ornate desk stands at the center of the room, surrounded by piles of blank paper. A large map sits on the desk, its corners held down with stones.
What is the map of?
As you move forward,
Constitution saving throw.
Come on, make it dexterity.
Anybody who wants to try to figure out what's on this map, make a history check.
Just because I think it would be fucking hilarious if I get this. Nope.
Nope.
So it's 0.
It is still hilarious. You gotta have it.
It's still hilarious.
Okay. Maximilian, you're able to recognize that this map shows a region within the elemental plane of fire. It shows infernos rising up from the ground and such, but you see this plane of fire is surrounding a place that you somewhat can tell what it is by looking at it. You recognize this as the city of Brass, located within the elemental plane of fire.
Ooh. Ooh.
Map of the city of Brass. That's pretty cool.
What's that?
It's the palace, the capital, if you will, of the plane of fire. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna roll this up and take it with.
Okay.
Yoink.
Yeah, it's a huge map, and very detailed and such. And even as you touch it, you can tell that this map seems to radiate a bit of magic. You're not entirely sure what it is, but it has a bit of magic tied into it.
I'm gonna pick this up and kind of hand it to it, like off the table, and show it to Ignalia as I'm rolling it up. Said, for later days, I think. It'd be a fun field trip.
Just gonna kind of chuckle and say, "Oh, all right, let's take care of our own plane first."
Yeah. I want to take imagine everyone or whatever, look to investigate the room. See if there's anything of interest in here.
Are you looking? I mean, there's a shit ton, thousands of books around you.
I want to more look to see if there's any like magical implements, specific like scrolls, pertaining to magic.
Okay.
Or the magic of this place. But yeah, I'm not going, and then anything that looks immediately of value. It'd be a shame if it just got left here.
Magic stuff then.
Yeah.
Anybody else looking around for anything?
I'll join Willie in doing that.
Stone Skull is just kind of glancing over everything, so I'm going to roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
Ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny.
Yeah, like he's just looking like everything that's sitting on the shelves. He's just like, oh, what is this? What is this? This doesn't look like anything. Smash.
All right. So as you're going through, the three of you kind of paying attention, you can tell that this the contents of this are as valuable as they are voluminous. There's so many, at least 5,000 books, pamphlets, folios, quarto scrolls, and tablets within this chamber, detailing various subjects, everything from planar travel, which makes sense for the things that you've seen thus far, alongside detailed accounts of the planes and astrology books, books on arcana and such, but nothing that you find is magical. However, Maximilian, you find a book. It seems very, very old, and you see it written in a hand that it takes you a while. It's written in common, but the words don't initially make sense. Think of like it being an old tongue, spoken a very long time ago. But it details public speaking. You see that this book could be worth a good amount of money to the right person. Stone Skull, you find a book detailing feats of strength and kind of a recorded history. You don't really understand the words, they're all kind of a blur to you, but you see lots of pretty pictures of colossal humans and Goliaths and other creatures performing great heroics of strength. Once again, very old book, might be worth some money. Ignalia.
I find Hoedown, the farmer's ultimate guide to hoe technique.
Where's your damn character sheet? There it is. Let's see. Man, okay. Yeah, you don't find any books really that you find interesting. You see a lot of books, lots of different things.
Touching your face.
Yeah, I mean, I've got bigger concerns right now.
All right. Well,
this check takes about 10 minutes or so, by the way.
Okay. Let's anything else anybody like to snag? But let's make our way out of here. Oh, there's another passageway this way, right? Yeah. Score.
Step back out onto the invisible walkway of the cosmic walkway, but you're able to scoot back down, heading down to the south.
Scoot.
And off this kind of path where you still see the remnants of the elementals and such in this room, you see there's a path leading off to another doorway. Okay.
Let's open her up. See what we see. Has everybody else come? Yoo-hoo!
Yes.
Alright, so as you open this doorway, Once again, feel free to move in, start looking around. It's obvious at a glance that this area was once a wizard's workroom. Work tables are covered with notes, alchemical flasks, beakers, braziers, and other arcane apparatus. More startling is the whirlwind occupying the center of the room. 10 feet across and stretching from floor to ceiling, it swirls endlessly, revealing a number of sparkling gems within it.
Oh boy.
Just for the flavor of it, we'll say that's the vortex, or the whirlwind, rather.
Stone Skull?
Yes.
Would you mind snatching those?
I kind of just say, guys, lesson learned, and I'm like pointing at my face.
Yeah. Well, we can't leave anything behind for
Whatever.
our enemies to potentially use against us.
What is it?
Gems in the center.
In the center of what?
That whirlwind right there. I mean, you're big and strong, right? You think you can just reach in there and grab them?
No. Actually, I'm gonna do this.
Hold on, wait. Just some wind. Some wind's not gonna push you around. And if anything happens, we're right here.
Stone Skull takes a flat of Gleam Edge and tries to smack them all out of the center of it.
As soon as Gleam Edge starts to cut into this whirlwind, it doesn't even get to swipe all the way through before Gleam Edge is tossed backwards, almost ripped out of Stone Skull's hand. You see the perfect balance of this whirlwind as it was swirling around, and this organized chaos is disrupted. And you see one of the, you're able to tell there's at least 8 or so of these gems swirling around in here. One of them flies out and hits the ground and shatters. Stone Skull, roll me a d4. You see this gem appeared to be a yellow diamond, and as it smashes to the ground, you see out of almost thin air, this earth begins to coalesce, and out pops a very angry earth elemental. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Yeah, alright.
Stone Skull immediately turns, looks at Max, and say, "And you wanted me to put my hand in that?"
Yeah, well, not now. But
What? Yeah, but not now.
Why does the initiative hate me?
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, of course I did, but seeing how things went, yeah, maybe not. This wasn't a good idea. You're right.
hindsight is 20/20, 100%. We agree.
Alright, and as combat gets ready to break out with the group now being face down with another earth elemental, we're going to go ahead and take our quick 5-minute break, get that out of the way, and then we'll resume combat. So, BRBs.
Right. You get your Stone Skull. You still here?
Yep, I'm here.
You get your action surge on a short rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yep.
I thought so.
Yep. All right, be right back. All right, so quick 5-minute break. When we get back, we're going to jump right into combat again at the start of the next part of our session here, so don't go anywhere.
The rogue. Do you take your bonus action to attack with 2 weapons? Is that how that works?
Ready when you guys are.
Can. I mean, anybody can do a bonus action with a light weapon.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have its, you don't have your dex mod added to it unless you have 2-weapon fighting.
Or proficiency.
Yeah.
I
think you still have
you
proficiency.
still have
it's just-
Do you?
proficiency.
Yeah, it's just not
If
the
it's an
ability
offhand?
modifier.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
The
As long as you're
way it
proficient with
works
the weapon.
is
Oh, yeah.
anyone can two-hand wield by using a bonus action to attack with the offhand without the fighting style, you don't get the damage to the second attack. If you have the feat, I think it is, you can do it with weapons that aren't the light property in each hand.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. And you can store and stow more than one per turn.
And the reasons that rogues might still like that is it gives them the potential to hit a second time on their turn and apply sneak attack.
Oh.
Yeah, if they miss their initial attack or something. So, this sneak attack is only once per turn. But,
Yeah.
Alright, I think we're all back. I haven't heard Steve.
Yeah, I'm back here.
Okay, cool. Alright, so Tara's here, Steve's here. Alright. Alright, so this gem that, once again, wasn't really knocked loose by Gleam Edge, but rather, as soon as the air was disturbed, caused this gem to shoot out and break against the wall, causing an earth elemental to be summoned to this plane. It looks pissed. Rogar, it's your turn.
Oh, great. Looks pissed.
Gonna be even more upset in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. His day's about to get ruined.
That?
Steve, 22 will hit.
Stabby stab.
Jesus.
Mm.
40 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Imagine he just takes like part of his shoulder off through the bottom of the armpit. You know what I mean?
Just big old chunk of rock just off of this tiny little thin blade. You see the blade bending as it tilts in there and then just flexes outwards, tossing earth and such through the air, landing next to Ignalia. Big chunk of damage.
Yeah, I'm good.
Anything else? Alright. Yeah, big stab from Rogar, Stone Skull.
Stab. Stab.
2 stabs. Both hit.
30, 40, 52, 51? 51.
52? 51?
51.
51. Alright.
And again, bonus action, just kind of letting off a whistle, keeping the bear alert. Keeping him outside, but keeping him
Alright,
alert.
he's standing guard and looking around, not seeing anything, but 2 heavy blows from Gleam Edge coming out, 2 more huge chunks of earth carved off of this thing. It's still standing, but looking to be falling apart already. Maximilian.
I'm going to try that shield master thing in a different way. I'm going to move here. Oh wait, you can't shove somebody who's a size larger than you, can you?
Yeah,
don't-
you can. You can share with something that's larger than yourself.
No, shove.
Oh, shove. I thought you said
Yeah.
share, like space. Sorry.
No,
I
I mean,
misunderstood.
No more than one size larger than you.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I want to use my bonus action to shove him. Try and knock him prone.
Does Shield Master let you do that as a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
As long as I attack. As long as I use the attack action. My turn.
Alright, so make an athletics or acrobatic. Or wait, no. Instead of making an attack, you make an athletics check. And you will make essentially a grapple contest. He wins. Not shoved to the ground.
Alright. I'm going to attack twice. Oof.
Wow.
So
26 will hit.
and the 12. Well, I don't know why it rolled 3 times, but
Yeah, 12 will miss.
for 12 slashing damage.
Alright.
And now on my turn.
Okay, so shoving up against, bringing the shield up between you, you try to run into it, but you see that this thing is strong, made out of earth and such, very stalwart as it stands there. You just bounce off of it, but as you bounce away, bringing the antagonist twice through the air. The first one, as you're still close to him, able to cut in, carving off another bit of earth, but the second one just glancing off instead of dealing good damage. Ignalia.
Just kind of looks at Max and says, "Hey Max, do you know what this is?"
No.
No?
No.
Your fucking problem, then. But then I will come up behind it and just attack.
Your problem. Look, like you're not having a good
30
time.
will hit. Yep.
Cool. 30 total damage. And scene.
Alright. Okay.
See.
Alright, glowing with radiant lights. Yeah, that's it's still standing. Tara.
Mr. Pebbles first.
Okay. Tara, go ahead and roll me a d4.
Some hot golem on golem action.
Oh God. No. No.
Okay.
Oh no.
As
Why is
soon
Golem there?
as Tara, unbeknownst to her, sends Mr. Pebbles right into the whirlwind. As he steps into it, stepping through, you see another crystal flying off and hitting against the ground. You see that this, for just a moment, you see what appears to be a blue sapphire erupts, and this whirling vortex of energy shows up, and air
Yeah.
elemental is added to the party.
Oh no.
Okay.
Tara, move, Mr. Pebbles.
Get it away.
Did he hit on either of those?
16 and 10. No, he did not actually.
Okay. That's an air elemental. I'll try and throw an earth bolt at this guy because I don't think I can even see air elementals.
You can hear it, if nothing else. It's like a small tornado is next to you.
Oh, Jesus. I'm not going to do anything this round, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and log off now. I'll catch you later.
As Mr.
Tara's gonna go
Pebbles
hide behind
swings
Snowstorm.
twice, just bouncing off of the thick hide of this earth elemental that looks damn near on death's door. But it just bounces off, not hitting it, not doing any good damage. As Mr. Pebble passes through, you see once again this whirlwind vortex is disturbed, another gem flying off and exploding into another elemental that is now added in next round. Yeah, Tara's Earth Bolt just passes right through it, doing nothing. The Earth Elemental fucking has to do something with his life, I guess. He's got so many targets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's a 6. That's fine, whatever. 1, 2, 3. Rogar is getting 2 slam attacks. An 11 and a 21.
1 second. Warding maneuver on this second attack.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta roll that too, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
7.
Ooh.
Bringing it down to 14. That is going to miss as Gleam Edge interposes itself between the Earth Elemental and Rogar. That's his turn. Rogar.
Oh boy.
You're welcome.
Finish him.
Thank you.
21 will hit. You see this elemental breaks into pieces because he had 1 HP left.
He had a whole 1. A whole 1, chat.
Alright, anything else, Rogar? Okay.
No?
Rogar lunging forward and with kind of a outstretched figure stabs the gentleman straight through the chest of this elemental. You see it initially just cracking through its exterior, but as Rogar kind of drives it further into it, cracks suffuse its entire body and then it falls apart. Uh-huh. Oh, this will be fun. Okay. Okay, this air elemental begins gliding across the ground as you all turn to face it. It moves across all of you and stops there. You are covered in this whirling wind. The 3 of you covered by it, so Stone Skull, Tara, and Max? Yeah, Max. Go ahead and make strength saving throws for me.
I don't like that. Just being honest.
Bye, Max.
Oh no.
Bye.
This is anything like Pathfinder. I think I know what you're doing. I did this on Sunday.
Do. Okay. All of you are able to keep your footing instead of being flung in random directions. You do take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, though, from the force of the wind. Alright. That is its turn. Stone Skull.
You said 3 points of bludgeoning damage?
Yes.
Okay. Stone Skull is going to say, "Oh yeah, I could do that too," and fires up the blender. And Wait.
Fires up the blender.
Wait.
What even happens to air in a blender?
Uh-oh.
Stone Skull does not fire up the blender.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to step and kind of share space with who's that? Rogar. And
Don't worry about me. Do it.
yeah, I'm gonna use the fucking 9 again. It fails. It's gonna miss.
4. Oof. Yep. 9 will miss.
Man, both uses of it today are failure. So then I'll step here to the side.
Alright. So trying once again to use this Orb of Dragon's Breath just unfortunately just passes through its body. It's hard to get a beat on this thing with it just being very amorphous and just essentially wind that's swirling around in one spot. And that's Stone Skull's turn. All right.
So essentially what was going on is Stone Skull understands...
I'm going to just try and slash at this thing.
He understands this is a wind elemental. Or it's basically just wind.
A 20 will hit, 14 will not.
Making contact with it with a blade isn't
For
going to
7
happen.
whole damage. And
So-
I'm going to give...
Alright, it's not going to help much anyways.
Let's see, I'll give Ignalia a point of inspiration. And that'll end my turn.
Inspiration. Alright, so swinging the antagonist. Once again, you're feeling some resistance with the blade. Obviously doing something, but this thing is just a torrent of air around you. Hard to tell how much you're damaging it or if it's hurt or not. But feeling some resistance to your hits. Ignalia.
That giant clock now hanging off my token's face is big mood.
Flavor Flav.
Just the fact that it's covering my face. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna hold position, kind of like jab Stone Skull in the ribs so he like lifts up one arm and then shoot a firebolt from underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 27 hit, and holy shit, fucking
Almost
min damage
min.
roll.
2-1-2 on the rolls on D10s.
Wow.
Ouch. Alright.
What garbage.
Wow.
That is painful to see.
5 will hit, or 27 will hit for 5 damage.
The mask is distracting me.
I can't help it.
Alright, anything else, Ignalia?
I will use a bonus action to remind Willie of his failures.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright.
Hey, this is not my failure.
No, this
Ignalia
one
sends
certainly
off-
is of kicking like the rocks of the Earth Elemental.
Now's not the time to argue about this.
We can talk about
as
this later, okay?
Bolt of fire streams across the room, impacting into this air. You see the fire briefly kind of melds with the wind, briefly turning into this fire tornado, but it dissipates before it can really do any harm to anyone still in the vortex. Tara, this thing is pushing you around. What do you want to do?
That's a great question. What do I want to do? Can I move here?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we are going to do a blinding storm. And just right here.
Okay. Big is it?
That's ingenious.
Doing it right there, you said?
That's either gonna work really well or it's not gonna work at all. So,
I don't know. I don't know which one.
that's a great idea, though.
Yeah. So yeah, right there, and it should be on that regular cast. It should just be a 5 foot, so kind of like right on him.
Okay. All right, he is not blinded.
But what happens?
Huh.
Is it like a water elemental getting flushed?
It's like disadvantage on attacks, right? It's getting pulled back, kind of vacuum-esque, like it's getting tied up by its own stuff.
It's only a 2nd level spell.
It could be a 6th level spell if I needed to be.
I mean,
No,
if it was a bit stronger, it'd be
all
different.
in a 6th level spell.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to really be affecting it. You see that now there's like 2 of these flurries of wind kind of circling around in opposite directions, kind of clashing back and forth with each other.
What did you do?
Tara, that's not helping.
Why would you think this is a good idea?
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, it's on top of it, definitely doing something, but it's just not a lot.
Dysfunctional party is best party.
I love it.
That was just my normal action, so Mr. Pebbles is gonna walk around that thing this time.
Okay.
And end my turn.
Alright, so Mr. Pebbles, Tara being able to sense another vortex in the room, decides to send Mr. Pebbles around it, knowing what happened last time. Mr. Pebbles stomps around, getting up closer. Rogar.
Try and stab at it? Or...
Okay.
Nope, no one.
Where are you getting your 2nd attack from?
No, I hit the wrong one. The rapier, no.
Oh, gotcha, okay. Alright, so yeah, 20 will hit then. Alright. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, so able to stab into the wind, feeling resistance on your blade, but once again, you're stabbing literal air right now. 1d6. Okay. This guy is going to move. Tara, you will have an attack of opportunity if you want to take it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what bludgeoning damage is gonna do against air, but we'll try.
27 will hit.
For min damage.
Once again, feeling resistance, cutting away at this air, but it moves forward, stops, and once again the wind intensifies. Maximilian, Rogar, and Stone Skull, I need strength saving throws. Oof.
It's a drink chat. That's 2 drinks chat.
All right. Once again, able to keep your footing as the wind intensifies. You do take... Holy shit. That was so much better than last time. The 11 points of bludgeoning damage from the force of him moving. But able to cut it down considerably rather than being thrown into walls and such.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it just me, or are all rolls all or nothing tonight?
Pretty much. There's like no average rolls tonight.
And max.
All right. Being pushed around still, but not enough to fly across the room. Stone Skull, it's your turn.
Stone Skull understands that swiping a sword at wind is a silly idea. I just want to put that out there. His insight check told him that, and his attack proves it.
All right. Okay. With the air impacting against you, knocking you already off balance, you just quickly, not really knowing what it's going to do, but you swing Gleam Edge through the air, and as you do so, you actually are caught by the wind of this creature. It spins you around, and you completely lose your footing. You fall prone, and your movement is reduced to 0.
Okay.
You were right. Self-fulfilling prophecy and whatnot.
It's still attack from down there.
From the ground, yeah. I'm gonna attack anyway.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Oh, what the fuck?
What? No.
How?
Why does this never happen when it's fun fights for me? Damn it. Like, 39. All right.
Make him roll a special one. Make him roll something special. And then if he fails that, then he hits the fucking thing.
Just let me pull up another crit roll. I have another one somewhere. Good.
Yeah, I mean 2 in a row. Come on, that should be dangerous.
Where's the other?
It's almost like he swipes, falls down, and it's just like flailing with the sword trying to hit it.
You like slide in, but like catches the flat and just
Yeah, he
spins your
turns
blade, like,
he turns it sideways and uses the flat of it trying to hit it.
Yeah, but it gets caught like a sail. It just gets thrown through it. And on your way down, it makes it smack the thing in the middle. You're like, bang! Oh, come on!
Hit table. No, I want to fumble. Yeah, there we go. Okay. A fun one in here. Roll me another D100.
Yeah. Ooh. It's gonna be good or bad. You roll a fucking
yes, those are the 2 options, Willie.
Well, no, I'm saying, if you roll like a 42 generally, if you're rolling in the top like 10%, oh man, those are always nasty.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage for your attack.
Okay.
Oh no.
Whose body does this pierce through?
So as you're swinging Gleam Edge through the air, the second time from your, falling onto the ground, you swipe up. Once again, your blade is completely caught by the torrent of wind of this air elemental. It flails around. You keep hold with all your might onto Gleam Edge so it doesn't toss out of your hand, and then you find it being blown straight back into your face. You take 17 slashing damage as you cut yourself.
Okay. Stone Skull mad.
Could have been, if you rolled forward, it could have been double damage. This table's fun. This is a 2E table. I want to use it more often. Alright, so Stone Skull, yeah, you can't move, and gotta stop there. Hitting yourself in the face with Gleam Edge, that smarted. Max.
I'm gonna try something I should have done the first time. Breath weapon time. What does that do? Going to exhale up.
Just up into it, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stone Skull's on the ground. You'll be able to get above his head. Alright, dex save from him. Natural 20.
Oh!
So yeah, you see this radiant fire, much like the firebolt earlier, swirls in with this creature for a few moments, but then you see it doesn't seem to be that affected by it. Wind's still going strong.
I'm gonna give a point of inspiration to Stone Skull.
All right.
And end my turn.
Seeing him slash himself in the face with Gleam Edge. Seems like you might need it. All right. Ignalia.
Yeah, I'll try my luck at another firebolt. I will use inspiration.
Okay.
Oh my god,
17 will hit.
Yeah!
The AC? Did we find the AC?
For 21 points of fire damage.
Oh, at least that makes up for last time. Jeez.
Yeah, a little bit better.
Alright. Turn.
Alright, another fire torrent erupts out, doing, you see some of the wind starting to taper off a bit now. Yeah, seems like damage is finally being done. Tara.
Prone. I need to put prone on there.
Tara's gonna drop concentration on that storm.
Okay.
Then we're both gonna take a swing here.
Stay away from the fucking vortex.
I mean, I can't. He's so big. He's not trying to step in it.
He can share your space.
Oh, okay. Well, there.
Yeah. So if you want to do it the other way, then you're going to make a performance check to see if you can stay out of it. This thing you can't actually see.
For 30 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Maul goes through, dealing 14. Okay, and then once again, Mr. Pebbles, describe
To
how
the
he
rescue.
takes out the air elemental.
Same exact
Elemental
way.
action.
He's going to try
Yeah,
and people elbow this one, but it's air, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, so as he just goes through, you see the maul going through, and you see the wind visibly shaking back and forth and becoming unstable as the maul goes through, seeming to put this creature at very low health. But as Mr. Pebbles raises both his fists and kind of throws his body into the attack once again with the slam, you see kind of like a... imagine like Hulk when he does the Hulk smash in the movies, where it just spreads apart. That's what the wind does. It just bursts at the seams around his fists, blowing up into the walls. All of you were pressed by a gust of wind to your faces, but then the wind and the torrent stops. For now.
All right.
Can we take this thing that makes these guys? What is it?
It looks like more wind holding it here.
No.
Oh.
No, no, no. All of
Be
you,
a
out of the
really
room.
Cool addition in our.
I will shoo you.
Well, not before I do this.
If this unleashes a torrent of elementals, I'm leaving you in the room alone.
You should. You 100% should.
Oh, they didn't give me for something if you tried to do that.
I want to take those. I want those stones now more than ever.
Give me... Yeah, you can feel that the... Okay, so you feel that the magic that's causing this whirlwind is pretty, powerful. It's obviously been here for quite a long time. So go ahead and give me your charisma modifier, or your charisma is your spellcasting mod, so go ahead and give me a straight charisma check.
Not really.
Unfortunately, not enough to dispel this magic.
Means
I'm gonna try this one more time. I can't walk away from this.
I don't have that, so I can't really assist you.
It's all right.
I'll just be
Try
here
one
for
more
moral
time.
support. You
One
got
more
it.
time.
Yep.
Come on.
No. Yep.
Alright.
Oh.
As
Way better.
this dispel magic is tried again, you see that the whirlwind didn't even falter from the first casting, but Maximilian grits his teeth together and kind of, flares his nostrils as he reaches out, commanding this weave to, be torn asunder as he dispels it. It takes you a few moments for you to go through the intricacies of the spell. You see that there's longevity magic interweaved between a simple kind of whirlwind spell, but after going through it, you're able to... Said the whirlwind spell was kind of like an extravagant. What's that spell called? It's like a cantrip.
Just holding it there, like mage hand kind of deal.
Yeah, kind of like that. But it's simple magic that's causing it there. But the longevity magic is what you had to entwine. But you're able to do so, and you watch as 6 gems kind of spin in the air as the magic begins to dissipate, and you see them all kind of forming in this large
Imagine kind of
line.
putting my hands under like a cup, just kind of like catching him as the wind lets him go.
Yeah, you'll be able to do that. So yeah, you set up and you see these 6 gems are floating kind of in a single file line up and down, and you're able to catch them all as they fall down. You see that these gems, there are...
Max, I'm glad we didn't have to leave you behind.
Me too, buddy.
Max, can I have the earth one?
I kind of want to hang on to these.
No, you can't even use them all.
But you've got one already. Thanks for being greedy. I want a cool little bag of tricks to have.
Alright.
Just saying, if you're limited to one at a time, we should hold on to one apiece for you.
By our powers combined.
In case we need a sudden army of elementals.
Right, but they're not exactly friendly. You know what I mean? Like, we'll use those sparingly.
I don't know, are they neutral or do they like whoever summons them?
These ones didn't so much.
I mean, I have no idea.
I'm just gonna go ahead and imagine it's, it's a a grenade we can throw, but it might hurt us too. Throw it to the other side of the room.
Don't really understand what these gems do exactly. You know that they somehow summon elementals, but other than that, it's about the extent of your knowledge.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. It's a neat little parlor
We
trick.
have an empty bag of holding. Maybe those should be in the bag of holding. So,
Yeah,
I'd like to hang on to one. Come on, stop. Imagine a little sack full of marbles.
I don't want you to trigger one accidentally while we're like, I don't know, walking through a little tunnel, and then oh look, air elemental, die.
You know what these would be great for? Is any wizard with the catapult spell.
I have the catapult spell.
Okay, Zorn, you know what to do.
That's fucking terrifying.
Well,
Catapult is the best spell.
Alright. Well, what do you want to do?
Start making our way back out of here, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh man.
Away we go. Back to the hallway where the runes were.
Yeah, so as you move back through the room that had all the elementals in it initially, you're able to move through it. You find yourself standing next to another teleportation circle, and once again on the wall back behind it, you see all of these symbols. You see a chair, an upside-down L, a rectangle, a flame, a star, a square, and a right triangle.
We don't know what the upside down L, the rectangle, flame, star, or right triangle do.
Or sorry, you
Actually-
don't see a right triangle.
Oh, we don't see a right triangle? Okay.
Yeah, chair. Let me just give these down for you.
So actually we went to the star room, right? Because that was the observatory.
Yes.
And we went to the chair room, which was the audience chamber. We went to the square room, which was like a small study. So there's no right triangle. So we have the upside down L, the rectangle, and the flame that we haven't seen yet.
Wait a second. We should only be missing the one that, like, we're currently in, right? Why did the...
So we
Where was-
lost two
where
of
the
them.
right
We
triangle?
lost the hourglass and the right triangle in this.
Because there's no entry point from the right triangle. That's not connected to a circle.
Or the right triangle isn't connected to where we are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Something like that.
My only guess is that right triangle then is like the beginning, and this is the end, and you wouldn't want them connected,
Possibly. Yeah.
like front to back, yeah.
Okay. So where to?
I'm game for whatever. Let's pick one.
Which ones have we not been to on that list?
I don't like the idea of going to the flame one. Just something about that one just
Sounds
doesn't.
really cool though.
One could make the argument that it's probably the most dangerous if we're going to do it. We
We
should
all
do it now.
agreed that we were going to keep this tower, right? So we have to go to the flame one because we need to know
See?
what they all are.
Why are you doing this to me?
What would you rather
To
do?
the flame one.
Just press it.
I imagine if I try and press it, I have no idea where we're going.
You put your finger out, and I just grab you by the wrist and press the fire one.
Okay, so we all regroup over here, and I guess we're going to the fire one.
Okay. Going to the flame.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you could all pile on one another, I'd appreciate it.
Gangbang!
Everyone on Mr. Pebbles.
Hard pass.
Get over here.
Get in there, Rogar. I'll make you. All right. So, as you move on to the circle, able to piece that some of them are missing. The hourglass obviously led you here, but the right triangle symbol is also gone, leading to you believe that there's some significance to that symbol. However, you decide to go somewhere you haven't been before as you press down the flame symbol. Once again, this teleportation circle around you glows with a white light, and after a couple seconds, you're surrounded and blinded by it, and find yourselves being moved through space and time as you appear in a new room. As your eyes begin to settle, you see, very briefly, there you go, a large fireplace in the center of this room keeps the chamber warm and cozy, its smoke magically vented outside. About 2/3 of a skeleton of an adult dragon is laid out on the floor, curled around the fireplace. Before you have time for further assessment, however, a half-dozen black-cloaked figures move to attack you.
How unfortunate for them.
Yo.
Hello, guys.
I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Okay, I've got to move Bear Friend for a second so I can click on my
Let's
token.
dance.
Hey, a 3. I'm going down, and I started at a 5.
How unfortunate that they get to fight against Bear Friend.
Oh, damn it, I should have mass rolled. Roll bulk macro initiative. Boo-doo-doo.
Wow.
Okay. Alrighty. As I go ahead and put the appropriate music back on. With all of these guys getting their own initiative. Rogar, you are the first to go.
Oh, well, close the distance. Need deception from the guy in front of me.
Alright. Shit, I don't have their thing open. Fixing that. There we go. Deception, you say? In.
Cool.
25 will hit. For 31 points of damage. Okay. Okay. Alright, so as you move forward, seeing this guy moving forward already towards you, his hands glowing with Eldritch Fire, you're able to stab him for a massive chunk of damage. He squirts blood out of his mouth, looking massively damaged, but still standing. He is going to reach his hand out to you and try to touch you.
Reach out, touch someone.
A 14 hit. Alright, so as he tries to grab hold of you, you feel the searing pain going into you, and you quickly rip away before the spell can take full effect, as his attack misses you as he tries to inflict you with wounds. Maximilian.
What to do? Do they all look the same?
Yeah, for the most part.
Then
Bunch of cultists.
Going to cast Bless.
Okay.
And I'm going to on Stone Skull, Ignalia, and Steve.
Yay! I
Okay,
have
Stone Skull.
bless.
Doesn't
How
have
can I
that.
indicate that on here?
There we go. Ignalia. And Steve. Okay.
And then I'm going to give a point of inspiration to Tara.
See, he does care.
Doesn't
Alright.
make it any less rude.
Give a little
All
of
right.
everybody.
Anything else?
No, that's on my turn.
Alrighty. So with that, you cast a spell, blessing your allies. You then see this cultist up to the top, moving down next to you. And as he does so, he smiles as he reaches up and places a finger onto the teleportation control panel and presses one of the buttons.
Rogar, bye.
He presses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. Okay. A couple seconds pass as he does so, and white light surrounds all of you except Rogar, who is not in the teleportation circle, and you find yourselves
boy.
vanishing.
Rip.
Well,
Okay.
it's Stone Skull.
All right. That was
Need an adult.
his action to do so. That's his turn. Stone Skull.
Hold on. Hold on. He looks around the room and is like, uh-oh. Reaches down with his foot and touches the fire one and zaps us back up.
All right. Once again,
Huh?
takes 6 seconds for this to happen. Yeah. So yeah, we'll just say that happens that way. So I've already set the precedent. Doop. All right. Poop. Pop back into existence in the room.
Stone Skull's gonna wave and command the bearer to maul that motherfucker.
All right. Assuming the one up to the north.
Yeah.
Okay. Still with his hand stretched out, you see him still smiling, and it fades very quickly as you all pop back into existence next to him.
Boop. And boop.
Both hit.
Okay. That's the claw damage and the bite damage and the claw damage.
12 plus 13, which will be 25, plus 7, which will be, yep, 33.
33, yeah, because
33.
12, yeah.
Just eats him.
And I can still move, so I'm gonna move.
Yep, just takes your action.
Yep, and I'm gonna have Bear Friend rush off of the thing.
Okay.
Because I'm basically
Alright.
sending him on like a rampage into the room.
Okay. Ignalia.
Yeah, I will push forward to here, and I'll swing at them.
16 will hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I'm blessed. So, alright, he takes total 31 damage.
Okay.
Alright. And with that, I'm gonna head off for the night, guys, because I have a super early day. But Havoc can control my guy.
Okay.
Alright.
Have a go, man.
Yep, see you
Have a
later.
good one.
Alright, Ignalia swings her blade around, able to hit this cultist, doing a massive amount of damage as he glows with radiant light, but he is still standing. Your turn. This one, seeing what's happening right now, is going to raise his hands up, looking at Stone Skull. Stone Skull, give me a Wisdom saving throw.
This'll go well. Actually, it won't be terrible, I guess. Could have been worse. He fails, though. Maybe?
You feel
Get
this
D4.
presence...
Bless,
Oh, I do get a d4.
On saving throws?
Yep.
Bless
Yep,
the saving
saving
throws, yep.
Yep, roll a d4.
Yeah.
Okay. You feel the presence of the spell entering your mind, commanding you to hold still and be paralyzed, essentially. But then you feel Max's words in the back of your head, and it fights off the presence. This blessing that was given to you is able to save you from it. Narrowly saving you from it. Alright, that's his turn. This
DC
one
was
is
12.
barely moving. Is like,
I'm gonna run.
God, he is barely standing. Yeah, he's just gonna look towards... Oh, one of y'all. Yeah, he's gonna look at Ignalia that just hit him, and is going to do the same. So Ignalia, whose character sheet I don't have open yet. Let me fix that. Up there. Alright, wisdom saving throw from her. Normal. 17, yep, she'll be able to easily fight off the presence of this hold person as well. Ooh, that doesn't work on player character sheets. Okay, this is fine.
Everything is fine.
Everything is
Everything's
fine. This guy is going to...
Look up and see a very angry bear running right at him.
Yeah, he's not excited. He is going to cast 2 spells. His bonus action, casting Spiritual Weapon. Going out toward... Ooh, nope. Going out towards Bear Friend.
Ooh, is Bear Friend gonna have the intelligence not to fight the thing?
Misses the Bear Friend. Then he is going to look down towards the biggest and meanest of the group, Stone Skull, and another psychic presence in your mind, commanding you to hold still.
Wisdom save. Hey.
Or 15. Once again, you're able, with the assistance of Maximilian's Bless, able to save against the spell.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Right.
I got this.
This
is fine.
Okay. All right, Tara.
This is fine.
This one and this one. I don't. That'll be a 27. I'm doing a twin spell, so do I need to roll twice?
Yes, one's for the one to the north starting, and then the one to the south.
Okay. And this is
Both
at
hit.
level 6, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, they
Ooh.
both had 2 HP.
Just either hand.
Yep, just boom.
Just die.
You see
And then
red
mist.
mist where they were.
Mr. Pebbles will come up here. And 9 bludgeoning.
I'm bludgeoning. All right. Yep.
Then from ending my turn, I will move off of the teleportation circle.
Okay. All right. So seeing this trick happen, not wanting to repeat it, yeah. Just completely blowing away 2 of these guys with the guy's fist. Red mist is all that's left of them. The third one hit once by Mr. Pebbles. You see he takes a good chunk of damage. It hurt. These guys are not super beefy. Rogar.
Alright, let's cap here. Is he alive?
Is he alive?
Looks like it.
Is he?
Witnessed it before.
Yep.
Yeah, no, he's
Oh.
He's alive. He's just dead inside.
He's alive. That'll be fixed
Yep.
shortly.
22 will hit. Oh, low damage. Real low damage. Holy shit, look at all those 1s and 2s.
Wow.
Woo.
Wow.
Alright, so 24 damage. That's a record for lowest amount of damage out of a sneak attack.
A whole
3
9.
more 1s and you would have had min damage all the way across.
Wow.
That would have been dope.
3 1s and 3 2s.
For me.
Just ooh,
Alright, anything else?
rough.
no, good.
Alright, so Rogar moving up, stabbing up as this guy's kind of stepping backwards, still controlling his spell. still controlling his spell, not losing concentration on his spiritual weapon. I think that's a wait, no, that's not a concentration. So yeah, he didn't have to do that.
Correct.
All right, this guy's missed. Maximilian.
I'm gonna try the same shield combo again. I'm gonna move up here. Bonus action shove. Push him to the ground.
He's slightly better at those. Oh yeah, just barely able to shove him to the ground.
And then I'll attack twice. With advantage.
18 and 23 will both hit. Now you see as you move forward, this cultist kind of stepping backwards away from you, and as you shove him with the shield, you see his feet get tangled up in his robes, and he falls back straight onto his ass, and you just stab the antagonist down, able to easily put 2 mortal wounds into him.
Poor little
Imagine
guy.
a bit of a flourish too, like just a backspin.
Poor little guy.
Catch him with the shield.
Absolutely. All right. Anything else?
Oh, there's one guy up left, huh?
Yep.
I will. No, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, no way he gets through that. All right.
Real
this
quick question
guy's-
though. I always meant to ask this, and I just now remembered. Whenever I have inspiration, can I add it to Mr. Pebbles' roll? Or is that separate inspiration?
I'm gonna say since we let you like heal him and stuff, he needs his own inspiration.
Okay.
Kind of trade off for that. Okay, Mr. Blender, it is your turn.
Mr. Blender's going to stomp.
Stomp strong. Strong. Stay
Not
standing.
strong enough. Okay. So he's going to pay for that. Oh, God.
Oh, yes, he is.
Wow.
Yeah. Just.
Here, I just...
I mean, yeah, please, just give us
like
give us
that.
the taste. What are you thinking?
Yeah, no, first attack would have. Well, wait. 26. Yeah, first attack would have killed him. So, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so he uses his boots of stomping and stomps down on the ground and looks up at the cultist, who just kind of stands there and looks back at him. Stone Skull starts cursing the fact that magic items are not helping him today, and then brings Gleam Edge just straight down, like almost chopping him in half directly at where the neck and the shoulder meets, and just brings a sword almost straight down and then yanks it back and almost makes like a V out of the guy.
As Gleam Edge takes on with the second strike, the kind of flared with the grooved appearance and such, just rends this poor cultist's flesh asunder. It's pretty gruesome. There's blood on Stone Skull, blood on Mr. Pebbles, and all over the place.
Poor
The
guy.
fire's partially put out because it's soaked in blood.
just it's like burning the blood and such. All right, yeah, they're all dead.
What was You said something about dragging the fire.
Yeah,
I
so
think
as
there was
you're-
dragon bones around them.
Dragon, yeah, something like that. Skeleton.
Yeah, you see...
But I didn't see that.
It's not on the map. You just have to theater the mind it. There is curled around this fire, so kind of imagine, kind of around like this. There is a black, say that. I need my notes, please. No! There we go. Okay. Alright, so as you're looking at this, you see that these bones of an adult black dragon are kind of constructed to make it look as whole as it is. There are pieces missing, but you see that it's kind of curled around this large fireplace in the center here.
Stone Skull's just going to take his sword and just start chopping and destroying the skeleton, scattering bones everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, as you do so, you start seeing old, almost ancient bones being scattered all over the place as they're chopped to pieces and such. You do notice that the bones are easy to move around. They were kind of just placed and disconnected, but placed roughly. But you do notice that the creature's forelimbs were missing. It was the most notable missing piece from this. Everyone else, as you're looking around just with your passive perception, you see that there are signs that the cultists apparently were doing their cooking here. You see some simple dishware stacked along the north wall, along with sacks containing some potatoes, turnips, jerky, and flour up there as well. You do notice some of the bones that are being thrown across the room and such are very clean. It seems like somebody went to great lengths to make them look as pristine as possible, but that has been completely ruined right now by Stone Skull.
Anything else, guys?
No.
Yeah. Is there anything on the cultist bodies?
I will say each of them are holding 30 gold pieces. Max roll. So, nope, shit. 180 total.
About how many days worth of food could I gather from the potatoes and jerky?
You could get pretty quickly. I mean, you could get a considerable amount, a few 10 days, if you wanted to spend a good amount of time looking through this.
Yeah, I mean,
quickly.
spending, yeah, just like a couple minutes at most, just gathering and putting it away. Like grabbing a sack or something, like if there's a sack of potatoes laying around or something like that,
Yeah,
you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're able to grab quickly grab some potatoes and some turnips and a small bag of jerky, giving everyone 2 days worth of rations out of it.
Cool.
All right. So where next?
Wasn't this the only room we didn't hit?
No. Upside down L, rectangle, right triangle. Those are the three we have left.
Looking once again at the plate on this one, you see a chair, upside down L, a rectangle, a star, a square, an hourglass, and a right triangle.
So all three of them that we haven't hit, the upside down L, the rectangle, and the right triangle are all here.
So we go into the upside down L? I mean,
Yeah.
down,
Yeah, because we
Yeah,
think the
that's
right
fine.
triangle's
We
back.
think, yeah, we think that's like an exit. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Makes sense. Outside the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Upside down L is your choice. Okay.
Why is it when you use those words, it makes all of our decisions seem like bad ones?
Oh no. All right.
It's his job to make us feel like we're on edge.
All right. So once again, surrounded by white light, as you press the upside down L symbol, as you are teleported whisked through space and time once again, and you find yourselves in darkness and very cramped.
Doesn't bother me.
Brandon, how's it any different, right? I'm gonna lift up my drift globe above my head.
You do so, you're all kind of very awkwardly stacked on top of each other, kind of pushing around as you find walls around you. As you feel these walls are a bit different, you can tell that this is, unlike the stone exterior, there's some thin, kind of unpolished steel around you now. As you're bringing up the drift globe, you're able to see through the cracks between the bear kind of rushing up against you, Stone Skull kind of arched over sideways. You see a door in front of you.
Let's open the thing up. Get some space. It's tight in here.
Oh God, get your arm out of my ass.
I don't know, I feel like
Not
we're
his
gonna
arm.
That's not
That's certainly not
This
what
is
you think
still-
it is.
As the door opens and you start to spill out of it, you see a cultist with his back turns begins to turn around as you make a bit of a ruckus spilling out of this room. He turns around.
Kill him.
You're both kind of
Two kill him.
equally surprised at this moment, unfortunately.
Cool.
As he looks
So I
at
get
you
to
with a
equally
blank,
go first.
he's like, "Oh hi!" He just sees you all spilling out of this. We'll have a simple. One of y'all are gonna have a D20 battle, just to save on time here.
Okay.
One of y'all, somebody pick. Who's doing it?
Oh no! This is...
All right. You take 4 slashing damage as he quickly rips out the scimitar and slashes at you in a panic as you're rushing towards him. We'll just go down the list here. Rogar, go ahead and make a D20 roll.
Come all piling out.
God.
Oh no!
Oh yeah!
All right, Rogar is able to easily kill this very weak cultist, stabbing him through. Since they're matched, I'll just roll in y'all's favor. 'Cause this guy's just overwhelmed as you're all piling out of this room, looking around. You see Rogar standing up as he cleans off the gentleman after running this guy through.
All right. Ow! I'm just flexing. You go out the door first next.
Everybody make perception checks.
I'm stuck on a wall again. I don't know how this keeps happening.
Need an adult.
You're part wall anyway.
Oh, I'm going.
Big
Ow.
Malia.
Sorry. Hold on. There we go.
Perception check, Ignalia. Perception check. Normal roll. There we go. Alright. As you're all moving out, looking down at this dead body, kind of glancing around, you see once again the steel, unpolished steel of the walls around you is a bit different. But you're able to kind of look around. You see several doorways. Then you see, and Tara hears, with Maximilian, Rogar, and Tara, being the only ones that really catch sight of this. This door opens very briefly up to your north, and you see a man's face poke out of the door, looking down at you, and just as soon as he sees all of you, he immediately slams the door shut again.
Stone Skull, door.
Okay. Stone Skull walks over and kicks the door.
Okay.
Hold on. Because why not?
Yeah.
Kicks the door to try
There
to
you
bust it
go.
open.
It's a pretty solid door, but you notice that it is very much not locked, and you just kick it down. You see this cultist in robes running up and putting his hand, turning around to see you kick the door in on another door, trying to open it.
No.
No.
I almost want to walk in and because I'm so much bigger than him, almost grab him by the collar and pick him up in the cartoons. Where do you think you're going?
Let's see.
Imagine how scary you'd look. You think
Right?
you're in an impenetrable fortress and this 12-foot tall shoulder, No.
Well, I mean, so Stone Skull gets twice the height that he currently is. And he's 8 foot tall, so he's almost 16 foot tall.
He's real big, real scary. And the fact that you are all scary, for the sake of brevity, this is a kind of a delay point in the area. You'll start exploring these rooms, once again, finding very weak and hapless cultists all throughout that you're able to easily slay. They try to make a run for it at one point, but just unfortunately cannot get past all of you. And I'll just drag their soon-to-be dead bodies out into the hall for you.
Well, thank you.
Cool.
Here, I'll make this easy.
I don't even think y'all would need. Most of these guys have 9 HP. It wouldn't take even a heavy melee attack.
There, it's all dead.
It's all dead.
Everything's dead. Yeah.
All
So
dead.
you take out these 5 cultists that were in these chambers, which seem to be kind of these closed chambers that might have been cells at some point. It's hard to tell. The cultists, as you started going through the rooms, tried to make a run for it, but it seemed like they were all in the middle of searching. You assume for the missing cultist with the mask, and hadn't been made aware of where he had run off to. So, got caught with their pants down, unfortunately.
Oh, darn.
So nice to see that it wasn't like a trap.
Okay.
You know, there are people here who are interested in helping us. They do exist.
So, we empty this out.
Mm-hmm.
What is
go
the
through
goal?
and you find nothing here. You find some gold, not as much on some of these guys. One guy has the one that was a robe that opened the door and shut it had 19 gold pieces. The other ones had 1 each. So
shit.
23 gold pieces total.
So then, rectangle and right triangle.
All right, rectangle it is.
Rectangle it is, yeah.
Rectangle it is.
If I can ever not get caught on these doors. Where's the circle?
In there. Oh god, no, stop it.
Sorry.
There we go. Okay. Alright, once again, stepping in and hitting a new button as you hit the rectangle. White light flares around you as the teleportation circle activates, and you find yourself being whisked through space to a new area. This one,
Another new area.
at least the scariest looking that you've seen so far.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
As you
go.
peer the white light, oh, I just realized I fucked that up. Okay, I'll fix that. That's fine. You see, looking around very quickly, you see painted renditions of Draco liches line the walls of this chamber, and a stone altar in the center of the area features the skeletal limbs and claws of a dragon. A half-dozen cultists look up in surprise at your appearance as you whisk into the room. Once again, I need everybody to roll for initiative.
All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Let's see, you gonna
I
get a
get to
2?
do things.
Okay, cool. Just wanna
Oh
make sure I
my
had
goodness,
some
look
sort
at
of-
that!
Go away, Steve. I tried so hard.
Got so far, but in the end,
We need
doesn't really matter. Oh,
you have
God.
to do Ignalia too.
Yeah, I'll get her in a second. I'm trying to fucking fix the derpy ass arms I put on here for flair. Like, I found dragon arms. That's cool. I can put those on this map, and then are facing the wrong way like a putz. Alrighty. Alright. These two guys will share. These guys will share. And Ignalia. Where are you, boo? No, seriously, where did Ignalia go? Oh, there she
Right
is.
here.
Down there.
Initiative. There we go. Okay. With our -1 initiative.
Right.
Alright.
And they still rolled pretty well.
Yep. Okay. Toot. Sending order. Oh, my guys rolled really well. Once again, Tara clicked on Mr. Pills. There we go. Okay.
I'm gonna
All
let
right,
him
you
fight this
see-
one out for me.
You see a bunch of cultists in this room. All of them surprised, but ready to fight. Rogar, you're the first to go.
We're not going to make the same mistake we did last time, right?
Rogar is muted. GG.
Yeah, that one. Heal.
Alright, deception check from him.
Probably can't roll
yep,
high enough.
You
Yep,
can
nope.
tell he's able to fight in certain ways and stuff.
In ways and stuff.
That 27 will hit. I'm trying to sort all this shit real quick while we're doing this. Okay, there we go. Alright, Rogar stepping forward with the gentleman, able to swipe and just stab this guy right through the neck as he's holding up his hands, trying to get ready to start chanting an incantation. Just has no time to do so as the gentleman swipes through his face and throat, killing him instantly. Anything else? Alright.
Nope.
Rogar dispatches one of them. There's still several more, though. Tara and Mr. Pebbles.
Tara is going to cast Erupting Earth at level 3 right here.
Boom.
Sorry. Actually, right, like closer so it catches these two guys mainly.
20-foot cube. Like that.
Yeah, I'd rather hit
Or-
both of them in the middle.
What do you mean?
Closer to
Really
these
Right
two.
over the right one.
So
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, sure, you can hit all three, it's fine. Dex saving throws. Okay, so 2 for those guys. 1 succeeds, and 1 from this guy. He also
He
succeeds. Appreciate it. Half as much. Additionally, ground area becomes difficult terrain. Alright, so.
26
Range
or
throughout that.
13.
Alright, so 13 to these two guys, 26 to the other one.
And then bonus action, Mr. Pebbles is going to step up. 18 and then a crit. Fail. So 19
Alright.
bludgeoning damage and then his hands fall off.
We'll go to the other crit table because that's fun. Roll me a d100. Oh, and keep in mind I'm doing this one backwards, by the way. I'm starting from 100 and counting down. So that's 44. Oh, motherfucker. Of course it's a drop weapon one. Damn it.
Oh, just take 66.
Um,
66.
Because
Take
hands fall.
66.
The other way around. Okay. I don't know how he does it, but
Hell
Mr.
no.
Pebbles somehow twists his foot, and now we'll have to move half speed for the next 4 rounds.
He's immune to any effect that would all form. Go.
I like how you
Fine.
said that. That's
Fuck
good.
it. Fucking nerd. Alright, so he dealt 19 bludgeoning, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Alright. Anything else?
that'll end my turn.
Alright, Mr. Pebbles stumbling forward, but just snaps, just rocks crackling as he snaps his foot back into place. Dealing a good chunk of damage, but that is it. Alright, the fanatics are gonna go. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. This guy is going to all difficult terrain, so he's gonna 5'10", 15, 20, moving out of it. Back here, and he is going to look down towards. Fuck it. He's gonna pick on Ignalia since she's not here, and cast Hold Person on her. So a Wisdom save.
Scott logs back in Discord and says counterspell.
Specifically told me not to use any of his spell slots, so nope.
Ooh.
Held in place, unfortunately, as Ignalia is hit by Held Person.
No spell slots. Okay.
That's the level 2. Alright.
Interesting.
Then she can make another one on the end of her turn. Alright, so that's one. This guy's also going to move out, stepping over here. Also going to target someone in the party. Rogar's closest, so a Hold Person coming out at him. Wisdom saving throw, please. Ooh.
Ouch.
Rogar also held in place. This one next to the gigantic construct is not going to try to hold it. He is going to instead cast Inflict Wounds on it. Does a 22 hit Mr. Pebbles?
Sure.
Yeah, able to start, instead of damaging the, the stone and such, just the necrotic energy starts eating away at the magic that holds Mr. Pebbles together. He takes 13 necrotic damage. This one also going to take a step back. Looking down, having a couple of targets that aren't held yet. Is going to go for Stone Skull with a whole person.
We don't have Bless anymore. I need to take that off 1 second.
Yes.
Come on, dice. Don't fail me now. Yay!
Alright. Able to keep it from snagging you and holding you in place.
Could I sense which one was trying to do that to me?
You could clearly see this one chanting up here as the spell kind of took over.
Okay.
That's all of them. So now these guys are going to go. These guys look a little bit more ornate in their attire and such. Look a little bit stronger. As this one takes a step out of the rough terrain, moving away a bit, raises his hand, and a spark of flame flies across towards you all.
Here comes Fireball. Here comes Fireball. Here comes Fireball.
Oh god, yeah. I'm not going to counterspell that with Ignalia. She's just going to let it happen. Alright. It's centered in the middle, so I need everyone, including Bear Friend and Mr. Pebbles, to make dex saves.
Okay, here's mine. And hold on. Come on, open. Thank you. Dex save. Oh god. I'm still going to warding. Oh, it only works. It only works against direct attacks, doesn't it?
Oh. Yarp.
Nope.
I auto fail that, right? No.
Okay.
Paralyzed.
Yeah.
Can't use that.
Yep, dex
Yep.
saving throw, yep.
Okay, can't do
Ollie
anything to
also
help him.
fails. Alright, so K-Bear. Alright, everybody that roll... Oh, Ignalia fails automatically, so she's going to take full damage. Everybody that rolled below a 14. So, Stone Skull is safe. Terra. Stone Skull and Terra.
And I use absorb elements, so I take half of half damage.
So that'll be, math is hard.
6? Because it's half of 13. 31 would round down to 15.
It was upcasted, so that's actually 38 points of damage rounded down to 19 for half damage. So the two of you that succeeded take 19 points of fire damage. Everyone else takes 38 points of fire damage.
So then half of 19 for absorb.
Yep, so 9.
9.
Wowie.
Wowie hop.
30. Nice. I have 12 left. I need to take 5.
Wowie.
Alright, and there's still one more.
Yeah. And then we all get to go.
Yep. They're blowing their load right now. Alright, so everybody took a shit ton of damage from that fireball. This one steps
resistance to
forward.
fire.
Yeah,
That's
I
bad.
mean, some of you took shit tons of damage. He is also going to step forward. As he does so, those of you that understand Draconic hear him shouting out the word in Draconic for move, and it kind of echoes around the chamber. But nothing seems to happen. And then he raises his hands, and yep, he is going to cast a spell. How far is that? 60 feet. Yep. Everybody, give me a con saving throw. including Mr. Bear Friend and Mr. Pebbles.
Do I still have inspiration?
No.
I never used it.
Jesus Christ. The
10
bear
minutes.
is
I don't know
rolling
how long it's
awful and he's about to die. He's got like 2 HP.
Terra has a poor concept of time.
Time is hard. Time is a
Wait.
construct.
My health was not right on Bear Friend. He hadn't taken any damage, had he? Before we came in here?
No, he was full health.
Yeah, he didn't take 60 points of damage in that. He has 65 hit points to start. And I had him at 45. Or 40 something.
Token not updated.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
updated
so
the health.
start at the beginning. And how much was the damage on that fireball?
38.
30. Okay, that's a little better.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So con save,
Got it.
once again, below a 14, you fail. So Stone
got-
Skull and Terra are safe. Everyone else is taking full damage.
No, Stone Skull and Mr. Pebbles.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Stone
But
Skull and
Mr.
Mr.
Pebbles
Pebbles.
still probably gonna die.
Alright, well, here it comes. 28 cold damage.
1 HP more than Bear Friend had.
Bear Friend is dinging.
Whoops.
14.
Alright.
Oh, come on. What happened? Roll 20.
Alright, so Mr. Pebbles is out. Just deconstructed. Ignalia takes 28. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, wait, I didn't roll for her. Let me roll for her. Con saving throw.
Thank you.
Hey.
She will succeed, so she'll only take 14.
Okay. We know what that
She
means,
had,
chat. Stone Skull is pissed.
Yes, she does have resistance to ice, so actually we'll only take 7. Because of her smoldering plate of ice resistance.
Oh, wait. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that. Bear Friend has resistance to fire. Because of his armor.
Yes, he does.
Oh,
Yep, so he would have
Fuck
taken
yes.
half damage from the fireball, so... Yeah, only 19
Welcome
from the
back.
fireball, so add 19 back. Alright, Bear Friend's still alive,
Heck
but
yes.
these spells hurt. All of these guys able to cast spells. Some of you still held in place, getting hit by these massive spells that are going off the AoE from them, being somewhat difficult to dodge in this small, confined space. Ignalia is held. She's going to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of her turn. Try to break free. Able to do so.
Yeah.
She breaks free.
Mm-hmm.
But it is at the end of her turn. So that is it. Maximilian.
Oh, it's time to get freaky nasty. I'm going to take flight to the top of the room.
Okay.
Unamas. And exhale down in a cone. I should be able to get all 3 of them, right?
Sure.
From top down.
Dex save, right?
Yep, dex and con saves.
And we'll fill that. And...
All 3 of them. That's the goal. The 15-foot cone vertically should be
Yeah,
what?
but yeah, no.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I have 2 different character sheets to do with.
My bad. My bad.
Calm down. All right. So the guy in the back is able to dodge away from it, not doing it, but the other 2 are hit by the flames. They will see if they are blinded now. They are both blinded as well.
Good.
So go
Good.
ahead,
Those are the
13 damage.
spellcasters.
Okay.
That's good.
And then I am going to give inspiration to Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and he takes half. Alright, Steve gets some inspiration as he seems to be struggle busing right now with his spell holding him in place. but this blinding, radiant fire breath comes out of Max as he hovers in the air, about 10 feet.
You're 10 or 15.
Height of this. We'll say it's 10. It's 10. 10-foot high ceiling. So you'll be up at 10 feet then.
They made Draco Liches in a 10-foot high ceiling? Or you little baby Draco Liches?
I mean, they're just constructing them. Alright, yep, flying 10 feet up, you soar over this altar, moving down, sending down your flame breath, inspiring Rogar. Anything else?
No.
Alright, Stone Skull, they hurt Bear Friend.
Oh, they did. Stone Skull has been holding on to a rage for a very, very long time, and he's going to use it.
Alright.
And then immediately charge forward, giving a whistle to Bear Friend and commanding him over to maul the shit out of the guy over there.
Does a 15 hit?
For me, no.
Okay.
Nope.
As you're charging forward, just in this blind rage, you see the skeletal arm of this dragon raises up and swipes at you as you pass by it. Luckily, you're able to duck underneath it, sliding past as it swings over you, just missing.
Asshole trying to hit me with the fucking skeleton arms. I'll show you. The one directly to my north is going to get some reckless attacks.
He's already blinded.
He's already blinded.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then never mind. I won't reckless if that's the case.
Okay. 30 will hit.
24 does not.
That's a dragon's breath. Or
Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
I was about to say.
no, it's like
Clicked the wrong thing.
It's confusion.
are you activating
God.
or are you
This made it so much worse. Alright, we'll say
I
the
made it
natural
worse.
20s first. Go ahead and roll damage for that.
I made it worse. Why did I make it worse?
So much worse. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
Okay. Then the second swipe goes directly to the right. This one up here.
Okay. He's not blinded.
so
that'll
15.
be a 29, which will still hit.
Yeah.
So 15 points of damage to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Action surge. Doing it again. So.
Come on, big money.
25.
Hit.
Okay. Ooh, not that much damage though. Yep. Still alive?
Still alive.
Okay. One more.
Super bloody.
17.
Nasty. 17 hits.
Nice.
And with his 1 HP, he's dead.
Nice.
Just
And
rending him apart.
and then Bear Friend is going to maul this guy. Oh god.
Yes, he is.
24.
24
22.
hits.
Holy crap.
Also hits.
10 and 17. Nice.
Just you see Bear Friend just tackling this dude, ripping him to pieces. Just raw. Hex first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for hurting Bear Friend, assholes.
Just pounds and like digging into his neck and shoulder, just crushing everything.
Yeah, it's a very gruesome scene as Bear Friend has just lost all reason, being frozen a bit and charred a bit, just unhappy.
He is not happy with any of this.
Alright.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, so 3 of them fall in 1 turn. Rogar, you're paralyzed still, but at the end of the turn, you can go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw. You do have inspiration. Wisdom save 14 will break the spell. Yep. Alright. That was the end of your turn, so you're able to break free of it, being to move your limbs and limbering up and such, but you are done with your turn. Tara and just Tara now.
No, why'd you gotta rub it in? I just say it like
He'll
that.
be back.
It hurt my feelings.
He'll be back.
I missed him already.
First
As
stone
you
skull.
move forward,
Oh, you didn't see it.
She did not see it, you're right.
does a 15 hit?
No.
All right. You hear air going across your head, and you can't really understand why, as the other arm swings out, swiping at Tara, but missing.
That's so
Right.
good. Like she doesn't even move. It just swipes like right over top of her. Just like what's going on?
See your hair kind of flying off to the side, and she just kind of looks around like, "Hey, what was that?" All right.
Aegis on Stone Skull.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna twin spell. Can I twin spell a cantrip? I can,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
It's
Twin
one
spell
target.
Earth Bolt.
Yep.
That one, and then that one.
All right. 17 will hit the first one. Second attack. 14 will
Not
also
gonna
hit the other one. Go and roll damage on the first one. 12. You pin him to the wall.
And
Nice.
14.
14. You send him and pin him to the other wall because he had 14 HP.
Please go away. And that'll end my turn.
All right. So the other arm reaching out and swiping. Yeah, that's its turn. The other one is actually going to swipe. It's a new round, so the other one is going to swipe at Stone Skull. Actually, Tara. She's standing right there. An 18 on Tara.
Oh, that meets.
All right, Tara gets hit as she finishes the
Hold
spell.
on.
Oh God, really?
No. No.
It doesn't hit. Okay.
All right. Tara feels this wind coming towards her again, and just instinctively raises up her hand and pulls out this arcane shield. You see the skeletal hand of this dragon slamming into the shield and then bouncing off, and she doesn't take the damage. All right. Are any of these guys alive? Nope, they're fucking
There's
dead.
one.
All right.
One there.
One guy is
He's
alive.
blind.
One
he's
there.
blind. He is going to hear all of this stuff going around, hear people screaming in their death throes. He is going to just start running. Stone Skull, not Max, because you're too high in the air.
Yeah.
Stone Skull, you'll have an attack of opportunity on him as he tries to run away.
Okay. You.
Oh, 2.
13 will hit.
What?
Yeah. You're not wearing armor.
Not wearing armor. These robes are not made for attacking. All
No,
right,
they
he
are
takes
not.
a chunk of damage, but still able to run away as he moves up here. This was Cone of Cold guy, so he's out of his 5th level. But he still has something up his sleeve. Maybe. All right, you
Kinda
see him
stumbles
whirling
his
his
way up
hands
there.
through the air as he casts another spell. This one, once again, filled with this icy arcane energy, but this time not really. That's kind of icy. All right, where am I going to put this?
That's kind of icy.
All right, this is gonna go right here, and I think it's the right side. Oh, it was before I dropped it. Yeah. The cylinder of rock hard ice begins to pound to the ground. It's 20 feet. Its radius is 20 feet actually, so it's much larger. God, this thing is
Double that
gigantic.
size.
5,
Wow.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Shit, it's not big enough. 40? This is the
Yeah.
back so we can see stuff. Yeah. All right. So this huge radius of cold just engulfs everybody. As ice pounds the ground, it reaches up 40 feet, even reaching all the way up to the ceiling with you, Max. Everybody that is in it, which is everyone, make another dex saving throw.
Man.
Man, that is
Nailed it.
low ass dex save.
I know.
Yes.
Freaking
Ice
bear friend.
Storm.
Everyone.
What is... I don't see the spell card.
It just popped up. It's Ice Storm is what he's casting.
Oh.
Ignalia,
0.
she's super good at dex saves. 4. Okay.
Super good.
Alright, she'll take damage. Alright, so everybody below a 14. Which is not Tara, not Rogar.
Me and Stone Skull, I think.
Yep.
Mm.
And Ignalia.
Bear friend.
So 10 from that. So you take 10 bludgeoning damage and 8 cold damage.
So
For a total of 18 unless you have resistances. Alright.
So 9.
Alright. Bear Friend is blinking now for realsies this time.
Was that a half damage one for save?
For you, yes. Wait. Let me double check.
It didn't actually show the spell card. I know you said you
Yeah.
paused it.
It says half damage on save.
Yeah. 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 46 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much on a
Alright,
successful
I got
one.
it.
Everything within this area is now difficult terrain as well.
Whatever.
Alright. So yeah, Hale is just beating the crap out of all of you as he retreats back. Just casting the spell willy-nilly to the south, just hoping it's towards the center of the room. He doesn't really need to see it to do it. So yeah, that's his turn. The blinding will wear off at this point as he scratches his eyes trying to be able to see. Ignalia doesn't like that, but not thinking she can make it all the way across there without flying or anything, is just going to fire off a firebolt at... Scott not keep track of his meta magic points? Oh yeah, 4 out of 10, okay. Yeah, he's just gonna fire one firebolt. 20... 18, okay.
Good night.
Ignalia stealing the show while she is not even here, firing off this bolt of fire across the room, impacts against this mage.
One
hitting him into the wall. You
turn.
see his robe catching fire as he begins to
all I
scream,
needed.
burning to death, his spell dropping as it happens. And Ignalia immediately moves over and uses her healing hands to heal Bear Friend for 11.
Yay! Ignalia saved the day.
Feeling nice.
Oof, that
Rough.
hurt.
I mean, that at least that fight went better than the last one we had.
The rolls are just garbage. At least my saves were.
Yeah,
everything.
my second save there on that, or that last deck save, was just atrocious.
Alright. So as you're looking around, you do notice that these dragon arms that were animated slump to the ground after the last mage dies. Unable to do anything now. As you're looking around this chamber, for the sake of brevity, you find that a few of these guys, as is customary, have some gold on them. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Yikes. Oh, I should have...
For a total of 183 gold pieces amongst all of them. You find no magical items or anything of that nature on them, but some gold, as well as missives that you've seen before for the Cult of the Dragon. You do see that the missives are a bit different on this one. They seem to focus not on the talk of Tiamat, but rather on the old talk of the Cult of the Dragon concerning Draco Liches. You see him signed by a man named Jorgen Paul, who seemed to have been the leader here. Though who exactly it was, you're not too sure. Also in this room, as you're looking around, after searching the bodies and such, you see there's quite a few notes and scrolls, all of them detailing Draco Liches, but nothing really of value elsewise inside this place. As you find yourself here in this shrine that you've intruded upon, taking out a good number of cultists, as well as kind of feeling that, according to the symbols at the very least, there's only one symbol you have not explored. You have a feeling you have an idea of where it goes to, but not too sure without trying it out. But with that being said, that's where we're going to go ahead and end the session for the evening.
Yay.
Tara, I want you to smack that altar to pieces.
So we're going by what the character sheet said, right? Because the character sheet and the token didn't match. That was the problem.
Yeah, the token doesn't work if I tie the HP to it.
Oh.
So, yeah, you need to just edit the token.
Okay. I gotcha. So yeah, I saved the token like that. Is it renamed? Here, let's just create a new... Did you create a new sheet for this one? Oh, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, there should
You
be.
did. Okay.
Yeah, should be a bear under there, cave bear. I'll just even rename him real quick.
Yeah, I changed the name on the character sheet, so...
Bear friend.
Yeah.
Save changes. There we go. Now it shows up as bear friend.
Yeah. Just trying to
Yeah,
make
if you
sure
wanna edit
everything
the
matched
token-
up. Yeah.
I can assign it again. I don't know if we can do that.
I can edit token, yeah.
Okay.
Cleaning this tower out.
Mm-hmm.
We did say we wanted to keep it.
Yeah. Get rid of this dragon.
Well, it's
cult.
crazy that we went through all this, and I imagine we haven't even run into the head cultist dude, which is kind of cool. We saved it for the last room.
Well,
Maybe.
I mean,
But-
but we don't have any more rooms.
We think that
and-
we only think
well,
that the
we
right
think-
angle is going back.
Yeah. If what we think is correct, then the arrow's taking us out of here.
Yeah. If what we think is correct, we just cleared it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
However, I really hope we did because I am so low on spell slots, guys.
I've been saving a couple.
I mean, I've got my
Keep it up.
basic stuff, but I'm not putting out anything here.
I have I wanted to make sure I kept a mass cure wounds in my pocket.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out what we're doing then. Because that means we need to get ready to get back on the road and head back then. So we might as well
A
try
long
to
rest
rest up
is
before.
definitely in order.
Yeah, try to rest up before
Might as
trying
well.
to get back.
Well, away from these hands. But
The
Sarah doesn't want to catch those hands anymore.
Catch hands.
how would I'm trying to figure out a way to get back to this place without having to go through the maze again. Would it be possible to leave something behind on purpose to scry it, to like use it like a homing beacon to move into
Well,
where we want to
so
go?
if you're wanting to create a teleportation circle, you would just have to get back in where you're going, scribe the teleportation circle, and cast to be able to access it. Because you
Yeah,
would
but
have to
I'm-
know exactly where it's going. So you could put down the other one somewhere else, and then you could use teleportation circle and use that to travel back and forth between the two.
I mean,
I'm just thinking
you'll-
more, flavor for long term.
Yeah.
flavor for long term, thinking about that, if you were to research into it, you would find that this place is completely cut off from all forms of teleportation and such. It just doesn't work unless it's something within this area.
Ew.
However, you solve the mystery of the maze. You assume that you probably can make it back
So
through
we
it.
now know how to get back through it, so we could just
Oh, okay.
easily walk back through.
Yeah, this
Well,
is
I-
definitely our tower now. That's our maze.
That's cool. Everybody else has to try and get through the maze, and we just stroll through like, yeah, we're going this way.
Alright, I'm gonna end stream. I'll be right back.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Later.